Looks like we got a new friend! Looks like we got a new friend!
Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to the grand finale of Warhammer's 40k Dark Heresy 2E Hidden Scars. And Sheepy's title is terrifying. Please take a moment to check out the links which are currently being spammed in chat as we belay the last intro of the season. You can find there all of our, all the places you can find us socially, all the places you can contact us and interact with our community, all of the places you can support us and buy merch and all those other wonderful things should you wish to. Also information about our sponsors, Magehand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, whom Angeli has had sitting above her shoulder all season for us. Also, there is a tweet there. If you retweet the tweet, then the tweet will be tweeted again, and the tweeting helps the tweeter, and all the tweets happen in a lovely tweety way. It's absolutely tweetastic. So please retweet the tweet. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Sheepy, oh hi.
Hello, I'm Sheepdog. I GM 40k. I introduce new players to the wonders that is a horrific system that is always trying to kill you, or corrupt you, or just trick you into thinking you're doing well until suddenly you aren't. Maybe that's just me.
You know what? I was really glad that like your intro has been the same all season, but even more glad for the little addendum on the end for the finale. Sheepy, I feel like this is a special occasion. Thank you. Why don't we go around next to our regular player, Angeli? Oh hi.
Oh hi. Oh hi. Hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm so excited / scared out of my wits. I hope we don't die, but we probably will. As you probably know by now, I'm Selena, assassin untouchable, no longer nemesis of Mr. Muscles. Rest in pieces. And hopefully we will defeat Heresy today. Woo! Kill Heresy! That's the plan.
Such big dreams. Such big dreams.
Gotta dream big, man.
Yeah.
Well, segueing nicely, next we have Tiana, Vana1895. Oh, hi!
Oh, hi! How y'all doing? Yes, I am Tiana. I work mostly with Quest and Chaos over at twitch.tv/questsandchaos, where I play D&D and Call of Cthulhu, which may well prepare me reasonably well to watch my character go terribly insane. I am playing Fenra, who is a outcast warrior.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And accepting me, last but not least, we have Dichotomous Prime. Oh, hi! I can say that.
Dichotomous Prime. Yep. Better and more easily pronounced as Vince. Today I will be playing Fans, the Void-born mystic, who... the divine eye at the end of a sniper rifle scope. So we'll see how long and what happens every time I poke and prod the warp and go like, "You mad yet? How you doing over there, buddy?"
Right. It's gonna go so well. I can just feel it.
I play Jim Best, actual good guy, not in any way a true heretic, just dipping their toes in heresy for the good of the Inquisition. You know, that's how I'm spinning it.
Totally.
Sure.
I'm ready / not at all. Not ready. Not ready.
Also not ready. Like, I really thought that, like, Musculius was going to be the big bad for the campaign, and now I'm nervous as all heck, because Sheepy just gave us a whole bunch of loot last session. And,
Oh dear.
This room is big and empty.
Our guests last episode just happened to have a random cache of loads of nice gear that will basically mean you don't get one shot today.
Fingers
Hopefully.
crossed anyway.
Is it like the ammo room before the boss fight in like Doom, essentially? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I see the nods.
You were like, load it all up, load it all up. Give me some armor for the first time.
Oh, he's unleashing the hair.
Okay, I have pulled up the Psychic Phenomena and Perils of the Warp, so I can quick reference it for when our Psyker explodes his own head.
But it's okay, I'm resistant to everything, so...
It's true. If your psyker's brain starts smoking, quickly run at him so that you cancel it out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'll just run up to people and just.
It's like hug them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like an emotional talk down. They're like, no, you're okay, you're okay. It's like a panic attack, except your head explodes.
And
possibly
suddenly
a demon comes out.
I've seen the Hulk and Black Widow.
The sun's getting real low.
I like it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
last episode, we had a duo of sisters who dropped in on an encounter with Mr. Musculius, the Tsinti agent who was an under double agent in the Slaneshi cult, but also was pretending to be an inquisitor and tricked our team multiple times into giving him information and other things, agent locations, and it was rough. Finally, revenge, right, Selena?
Revenge. Not so much. You get apple pie though, and flan, and crumble.
And crumble. And
Cold custard.
And cold custard.
and ice cream.
Yep, it was.
Actually, the
strong.
custard was warm. That was
And
just
lots of tequila shots.
lots of tequila shots. Ultimately, the sisters went away and headed back to report into the Inquisition. One of them got promoted to Inquisitor because there's a slot, thanks to probably Heresy. Who knows? Who knows whose fault it was that the Inquisitor was killed?
Yeah, definitely Heresy's fault.
Always Heresy's fault.
Always
All we
Heresy.
know for sure is it wasn't Jim. So, after that, you were offered a ship to wherever you like, because you have the feeling that it doesn't matter where you go, you're going to be confronted with things soon.
Yeah. So we chose a tropical island planet.
Tropical island planet, yes. So yes, let's start with Jim and Selena on a reasonably large transport ship that is heading out of the system off to tropical world number 267.
Yes. That's the best one.
It is. They have real pineapples.
Ooh.
Pineapple upside down cake. So celebratory dessert.
Wow. This is perfect for me. Thank you, guys.
You're hunkered down in a hold somewhere. The ticket bought, as it were, was not a comfortable one. It was we're not using this one, so we'll put it any old cheap place.
It's like not even got 0G sort of thing. Like
Yeah,
just floating. Oh, Jim loves it.
it's like being back home.
Yeah. You know, it occurs to me, Selena, that we could just, tour the universe in a shuttle. Just hijack it. Much harder to find.
This is true, but I do feel that Heresy may catch up with us.
I will also give you the additional information that you would know, that these transport ships are kilometers long and housing like a good 10,000 to 20,000 crew members. So hijacking it would be interesting. It might take a few episodes to do.
I feel like that's a season 2 thing, Jim.
Wait,
Right,
you're an
yeah.
optimist.
Thank you very much as well to Mermetal Bard, who comes in saying that anytime they tune into a stream and the first thing they hear is lots of tequila shots, they have to donate. So thank you for the donation.
Magic words.
Killing Mr. Muscles has advantages. Yeah. I mean, they're definitely going to know where we are because, well, you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't feel like taking over the shuttle and just running around the universe. It would be super fun, and I guarantee we would have loads and loads of good times. But eventually, they would catch up with us.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just, you know.
And if we have too much fun, we might forget that they're after us, and they might catch us when we're like super drunk or something on a cool planet.
I mean,
I don't have to fight them super drunk.
surely they would have just caught up to us last night then.
Yes. Well, maybe we're just a little bit lucky.
Level
Did you see
gaze.
one?
Level gaze. Like.
Yeah, lucky. Yeah. Oh, I heard people, didn't I? I heard. That was my trick last week. That I heard people talking that I couldn't see, saying that they were waiting and that they were.
Not
Gonna-
yet was the basic.
Yeah, I think they're definitely planning something. Also, they probably saw our friends one punch that guy, and then they're like, "Well, better wait till those people aren't around."
Right, so maybe we've got something there at least.
Yeah, they're not with us anymore though. I can't one punch someone.
I mean, I did get this cool gun, and he's gonna pull out this like lethal-looking rare like Inferno pistol again. Like,
Oh yeah, I got this one as well, and I pull out my plasma pistol. Pew pew pew. I don't fire it.
just make pew pew noises.
Just make the noise.
Pew 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 pew.
Maybe we can one-hit a Zinchi demon. We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen them fight before, so do you honestly think that's
No.
okay? Okay, so if we see the demons, we run as fast as we can.
Yeah. Well.
Jim, you remember the fight? During the fight?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
just
I do.
traumatized by said fight.
The demons did not get hit during the fight, so you don't know what it takes to even vaguely scratch them. Also, you remember them flying, or at least one of them. They're very fast. So there you go. You have that.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is, if you stand close by to me, hopefully, like, or if some of their powers might be a little bit dampened.
Jim, you also remember a 100-meter cone of flame fired from one of their mouths.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jim, I don't like the sound of these guys.
Yeah, no. They're pretty strong, to be fair.
So what's the game plan when they come
Well,
out?
They're probably gonna try and talk to us again. And
Okay.
convince us to be sleeper agents for the Heresy.
Yeah.
Probably Sinchi again, and who knows, if we were to go down that route, maybe we could have a few more years of taking on Slaaneshi cultists without really upsetting the Inquisition too much, and still be sticking it to Heresy a little bit, you know? But
Yeah.
ultimately, when they've run out of use for us, they're probably gonna try and kill us, so it's whether
Yeah.
we want to fight like heroes or just be killed like cowards.
Yeah. And I would be worried because, Musculius started out that way. Oh, I'll just be a heretic to fight from the inside, and then look what happened there. Like, I don't know what he was like when he was, one of the good guys, but it felt pretty fast and hard.
Shall I let you in on a little secret, Selena? Because our friend is out there still. Valentine was the same.
It's you. It's Musculius. Who? Who's he the same as? Me? He's
No,
not the same.
he tried embracing it a little bit to get more information, and I'll pull out the two seals that Valentine gave me, the one of the Imperium and the Chaos seal. He gave me these to show me I could walk the line, that I still had choice. Said next time I
Where
see him,
now, though?
one of the demons took him into another plane and they're probably torturing his mortal soul.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's...
It
That's
didn't go
nothing.
well for him, really.
No.
Didn't go well for Musculius. Doesn't look like it's gonna go well for me. Honestly, you don't have a mark. If you wanted to run away and just leave me to this, I'd understand.
I can't do that, Jim.
I know. But I kinda wish you could.
Me too. I'd really like to enjoy this tropical island we're going to. It's the best one. They have real pineapples.
Maybe we can at least grab one pina colada or something.
That would be good. I would like that very much.
You like pina colada?
I'm so glad I wasn't the only one.
Caught in chaos.
Oh.
Fenra and fans, roll me a. This would probably be scrutiny. So if you scroll down to your scrutiny, click it, and then click submit, it will roll it for you.
So it's telling me input value target modifier. What do I put in for that? Or is it just submit?
Just submit, yeah.
All right.
Scrutiny.
Oh, you were so close.
I was so close.
I was not.
That's a good one.
You were not so close.
Ooh, ouch. I feel like I always do a Call of Cthulhu, and it's like, hey, guess what? Your spot hidden is 1 over. Everything's fine.
Well,
Exactly what this is, isn't it?
fans and Fenra, you have managed to track down the renegades to a ship. You managed to get onto the ship before it left. You are currently in what seems to be a water closet, having taken a wrong turn. Bad news is you have about 1 kilometer plus of ship to search. Good news is you know they're not in the water closet, so
So, would this be something that I could stretch out my senses and try to locate the presence of said mines in the general area?
Not if we're close together.
Oh no, that could be just as bad though. I can sense mines everywhere except for this section of the ship.
So this black hole in the shape.
Yeah, look at the point. It's just useful sometimes.
It's one of those negative space pieces of art.
So, because of Selena's existence,
Soullessness.
I will say Sinus Science minus 20. So, in your modifier, put in minus 20.
Okay, so nice thing is that brings it down to a flat roll for me.
That's good.
Yeah, well, nope. That is not.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy.
There are a lot of friends in here.
You do sense the presence of kind of the darker, chaotic. I imagine you've been sent out to hunt down chaos witches and sorcerers in your time. So you sense something similar to that, like a psychic power that's heretical, but you can't like pinpoint it.
Interesting.
What?
Might be someone worth talking to around here. But the
Is it-
hierarchs are so boring to talk to. Oh well. We'll find them when we find them.
Well, I'm sure everyone would prefer it if we find them a little bit faster than whenever fate deems it so. Which direction, do you know?
Do I have a general direction?
Well, you know it's not in this water closet.
I think. What? No. And I look down, and there's just kind of a rat there, and I'm like, I don't. No, probably not that one. Okay, probably not here.
I gave him just the most deadpan look. No. Really?
There is
Nothing.
no acknowledgement. Matter of fact, like.
Sarcasm is lost on this one. Got it. All right. Well, let's step out of the water closet and see what we can find, I suppose.
Step out, I guess.
Okay. And carry on. Selena, Jim. You don't know you're being hunted. What are you up to?
I mean, we always think we're being hunted, though. I mean, technically, we know that we're renegades. We know we've got a kill on sight on us, and we know that Heresy is after us as well. So can we roll scrutiny to see if anyone is trying to kill us at this moment in time?
You can roll scrutiny to see if anyone is trying to actively kill you at this time.
I don't think Jim's doing that at all. I think Jim is enjoying the lack of gravity in this room, and he's like trying to show off to
Every once
Selena.
in a while, I'm just pushing him.
Yeah. But like he's trying to
Maybe
show off
he's
to
trying to
Selena
race.
this like because he's really good at sleight of hand, right? And like so he's like showing off this like juggling game that you can do in 0G where like you're moving things. It's not like juggling where things come down. You just have to like keep moving things and catching. It's kind of like Pong, but.
Human Pong. I enjoy this.
So, with that roll, you can tell that no one is actively trying to kill you right at this moment.
I overstated what I wanted to do there. And I knew no matter what I rolled.
Like
What
what a
else I do?
failure on that roll means would be like you don't notice the knife sticking out of your back. Like
Yeah. Well, the only other way you could have gone with it is anyone trying to kill us at the moment? Which is yes, there are many people after your life currently.
Yeah.
So, but you
At the moment, we're having a good old game of Pong.
you got
No one is trying to kill us right this second.
you got a crit success. So I'll give you this. You have
Oh,
a feeling.
Sweet.
You have a feeling that maybe don't go any water closets for a little while.
Oh, good.
Don't know why.
You got a funny feeling in your water.
oh dear.
Oh my god.
Crit success has to mean something. So there you go.
There you go.
Jim, don't go to the bathroom anytime soon. I've got a weird feeling about bathrooms at the moment. Don't do it.
GM, may I ask, do we have an idea? Could we get an idea of what the layout of one of these ships is sort of like? Are we talking Dead Space / Doom, narrow, foreboding-looking corridors? Is there an open plaza anywhere, multiple levels, that sort of thing?
So this is a transport, which means majorly it carries passengers. So pilgrims, this type of thing. If you want to know the type of aesthetic, then think Gothic medieval church, except for a ship in space. That's
Cool.
basically 40k. And yes, like kind of reasonably dark corridors, lots of metal. It kind of the higher levels of the ship tend to be like bridge and a few like crew quarters, and then as it goes down, it will be like passengers. There's kind of cargo hold space and a thing, and as you go down to the bottom, it's kind of like down the bottom is where you get the kind of, I guess you call them like mutants and lower workers who kind of refuel the engines and stuff like that. To give you a more in-depth idea of 40k, the refueling of the engines that power the ship involve about 30 to 40 crew members running with a giant refueling cell and some of them dying of radiation as they refuel.
Oh, it's like football.
I think we watch very different kinds of football.
Just like trying to like carry the egg to a certain point. Except you might die along the way instead of getting
radiation and death and
I would watch.
Okay.
Also, we don't carry our footballs, so.
That's hand egg.
Hand egg, yes,
Yeah.
right.
There it is.
So, that gives you an idea of what you're kind of traipsing through currently.
Okay, so there would be no point at which I would be able to, say, get a vantage point to just kind of stake out and look over a certain area. It's just layers of very cramped corridors and things like that.
No, although, roll me a intelligence, just straight, if you could.
Whoo, it's gonna be good. All right, let's...
Both of us or just him?
Both of you can roll intelligence, yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's a success.
Crit success, no less.
Ooh.
So, Fenra, you are distracted by something. It's that rat. It's following you. You're pretty...
Stab at the thing.
Yeah, just... You have a rat on a stick. Well, you have a rat on a power sword. Same thing.
It's cooked now, though.
From the inside out.
Fans, you think to yourself, basically, there are two ways to find people on a ship. Especially someone who is a sniper and long range. Tracking someone down on a ship is not necessarily something that you even want to do. You can search for them, you can inquire around, see if anyone's seen them. The other option is you can wait by the exit. And then you'll see them at the exit. Which has the added bonus of, you don't have to engage them on the ship. You can follow them down to the planet and engage them in the open. If you indeed want to engage them.
So we are, so that I have the right idea, we are in transit and off-world right now, right? We are not at Tropical World 267 at this current time.
You are currently not. You are currently going through the warp, which is the equivalent of fast and light travel, etc. It's basically a weird machine built by crazy mechanical people send you through the demonic aspect of reality, and you have a flimsy shield that protects you from all of the demons in existence ripping you apart. It's a lot of fun. And not
Sounds
scary.
like an adventure.
Incidentally, travel through the warp is so strange that sometimes you arrive somewhere before you left, or you end up turning up 10,000 years later in a completely different part of space. So, it won't happen this time, but it does happen.
Or will it?
Or will it? That is the question, isn't it? Do we know, based on this kind of ship, if there's like a hierarchy to the kinds of passengers who would be on what floors? Like if the first class passengers are on an upper floor, like near the deck or the bridge and something like that, and then further down?
Yeah, you'd have a basic idea of that. What you probably wouldn't know is what these specific people would have, like what they do. Because technically speaking, they are still inquisitorial agents, like you. So they could have the funds to get a much nicer, or they could have stowed away. They might be in the bowels of the ship. Honestly, it could be anything.
I love these sorts of missions. An enormous area and tiny little rats in the middle of it.
There's a high chance that me and Jim are not being stealthy or...
I'm not being stealthy at all.
No.
We're on transport.
I feel like we've met people, made friends, had chats, forgotten about the fact that people are trying to kill us, and we're like, I feel if you ask anyone, they will be able to tell you exactly where we are.
do we know their names?
Playing Pong.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how much do we actually know about these folks?
That question.
Quite a lot, because they have not been subtle in their operations.
Oh no!
It is
in our vocabulary.
It is a very known fact that the majority of the Slaneshi cult did and still does know their names and their faces and met them on multiple occasions, some of which they managed to get away from. So there's multiple survivors detailing the man in the poncho and the lady with the whip.
2 whips now.
Multiple. I was gonna say 2 whips.
Yeah.
Whips now, but going through all the campaign, one way.
Then can we find a place where people gather for food and start using that as like a central point to start asking people about these two people? Because food.
Oh yeah, there's multiple. There are multiple kind of mess halls and dining areas. So
All right.
it would take you a couple of minutes to locate one.
All right, let's.
Yeah, if I'm going with Fenra, I turn to her and I'm just like, you should do this part. You're better at talking using meat. It's harder with the, it's just there's so much running around. I mean, you can just read thoughts, but people don't seem to like that. So
It's a little more polite to not. Yes.
Okay. All right. So as a child of the dark, would someone who is unfamiliar and maybe finding joyful novelty in being in a 0G environment stand out to me in a public place?
You're probably not in a 0G environment, so it's just like the section that Jim and Selena.
Okay.
In terms
Cheap
of
seats.
being on the ship and the new things, probably a little bit, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. So we'll make our way to the closest mess hall area, and I'll start asking around and drop names, maybe like show a hologram of a face or something, and be like, "Seen these people?"
Okay.
Thank you very much to Bakira Zarefa, who donates an advantage to each player, and subs, which is their 6-month resub, which means they get a new chat badge, I think. And that advantage goes to Sheepy.
Great.
I'll try to give you guys advantages on not ending back up in the water closet. This will be an inquiry.
Okay.
And considering Jim and Selena's proclivity for flair, and just basically not being subtle, plus 30 on this.
Ooh.
So just a 30 in the modifier will do.
Okay. Damn.
What? Well, okay. Alrighty then.
You are. I have the feeling you're from is it a feral world or a frontier world?
A feral world.
Feral world. Okay. I have the feeling that Fenra is maybe a little bit bestial and possibly still wearing like some feral world clothing as like a holdover. So we get, I want to say, a fairly beefcakey, third, you know, like how Conan is dressed in.
Yeah.
Basically going up to people and demanding answers without asking questions. Where are they? Where are they? And I don't know. Who are they? And then they get like a fist in the face, and it's like, this will happen to you if you don't tell me where they are. And it's like, who? For the love of God, who?
She's not lying. I'm just standing here creepily, just being like, yeah, no, she'll kill you. It's
What what this effectively does is it clears out this mess hall as everyone runs for their lives in the face of a crazy barbarian princess who doesn't have any questions
No skills
to
at
answer.
all.
Don't do heresy. It's fine what people she was talking about. I'm yelling as they're just like walking out. Be like,
Yeah.
I don't understand why people always run like that. So frustrating.
it's not efficient. I can shoot them from here.
All right.
You may
let's-
another tactic.
Huh?
Well, you may either need another tactic or
Roll better?
you need a new mess hall, which there's more around, so you can go
To the next mess hall.
to the mess hall.
That's all. I was going to suggest we try this strategy with one more mess hall, and then I set Mind Ready person loose to Mind Ready.
Okay. Who is leading to the mess hall?
I suppose I am.
My fellowship. I am not socially very good.
Fenra,
Yes.
roll me a D100, please.
Okay. I did not do that right.
Okay.
That's a good roll. Yeah, pretty good roll.
The good
Oh,
news
that's
is,
right. This is called Cthulhu rules. Low's good.
Yeah.
well, the good news is you don't end up back at the entrance to the water closet where you started.
I
You
was
end up,
waiting to.
yeah. I was hoping for a high failure and it'd just be like right back there. You end up at another mess hall. The entire place goes silent when you walk in.
My reputation precedes me.
Everyone freezes. There's like women and children with forks like halfway to their mouths where they're like,
I feel like this strategy isn't working.
Now I am. So, would I be aware of why I'm finding it so difficult to locate them using my divination abilities?
ooh, probably you have an inkling, but you're not completely sure. There's a few possibilities. It could be the effects of going through the warp. It could be just interference, kind of latent, a load of people around the place. There's a few other possibilities. As far as I know, Selena hasn't made a big deal about being null, so it's not something you'd have as information. So it would cross your mind, but it's a less likely thing because nulls are very rare.
In the possibility of it being like too much psychic noise, despite the fact that the room is completely silent, I just yell, "Everybody shut up!"
A fork clanks on the ground. Cling, 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 cling.
Okay.
Would you like to start asking questions, or
Yeah, sure,
would you like to take another approach?
I could do. Sure, I'll try asking questions. Does there seem to be someone around the room who is maybe playing a game of chance?
Because it's a mess hall, probably not. There are a few kind of like the equivalent of like bars where people would be, and more like lounges. People would hang out and play games of chance.
Right.
Here it's eat and get out. Although currently it's stay frozen in case crazy barbarian princess goes nuts and starts demanding answers to questions that she doesn't ask. Would you like to roll me an inquiry with plus 20? It's minus 10 because your reputation precedes you, so it's only plus 20 instead of plus 30.
Sure.
Okay.
Can I assist her with this?
You can also roll inquiry with a plus 20.
Okay, sure.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I'm sorry. You said with a plus 20, right? So I need
Plus
to
20.
add that manually.
Yeah, you just if you type in 20 in the modifier. Yeah, because that's 8 degrees of fail. Okay.
Ah, nope.
Better than mine. Although to be fair, when I failed by 1 degree, it was real bad. This is 6 degrees
Of separation, apparently.
Yes, clearly.
We're looking for Kevin Bacon at this point, so...
So, fans, you focus on one poor individual who is backed into a corner, and you are silently approaching him with an intense gaze and no questions. Fenra,
Yeah.
you have initiated a game of prison guard. The entirety of the mess hall has backed away from you onto a wall, and you are there. Like, you've forgotten the fact that you're supposed to be asking questions. You're just trying to stop everyone escaping. Every now and then, someone thinks they can get away from you, make a run for it, and you just jump on them, beat them into submission. Then you get back up, and you're like, "Oh, maybe 1 or 2 people have gone, but I can still win this."
This is horrible. Everything about this is bad.
I mean, you're winning the game, so all right. Not everything's horrible.
And then finally, I just like settle back a bit and go, I don't think any of them have the answers.
I stare immediately back at that same person who had like looked over into the corner.
Oh, he knows something. He knows something.
Yeah. You know what? Let's see here. Since this isn't working, yeah, I'm gonna just kind of take out my las pistol.
Okay.
And basically just kind of walk up. Just be like, 2 heretics on the ship somewhere. They don't have minds. If they did, I could sense them, but...
We're mindless heretics.
One may or may not be a rat. I don't think that they are. If they are, you should tell me. And so I guess this would be an interrogation check?
This would be an interrogation check with plus, let's say, plus 20 for Las Pistol and plus 30 for Fenra. So plus 50.
Alrighty.
Glad to help, dear. Glad to
Because
help.
Fenra is still chasing down and beating people who try and escape.
Haha! Success.
Wow!
Hallelujah.
You still rolled really badly. It
It's
is.
rolled really bad, but you know what? Doesn't
I
matter.
was asked to build a combat character, and that's what I did.
You get the location in the much further down in the holds. Kind of a general location. It's just, please stop demanding answers. I don't know. I don't know the questions. Also, I haven't seen any rats. No, that's a lie. I haven't seen any people rats, which I think is what you're looking for.
At him confessing that he's lying, I go like,
I swear that's all I know.
I don't like people who lie about rats.
No, I swear I haven't seen any people rats.
So we have that information that after intimidating poor individual.
Well, you know, whatever works, I suppose.
Fenra,
Yes.
you reckon you've probably won the game, so... Unless you want to really dominate the competition, you can probably leave it here.
I mean, I do prefer dominating, but this is not time for fun and games. So let's go.
You, step together, side by side. As you walk, I imagine fans probably slides back slightly as you start leaving the mess hall. The second you step out and round the corner, you hear a gigantic clamoring of like metal and chairs and table as everyone just rushes to leave. Congratulations, you've cleared out 2 mess halls.
Only like 50 more on this ship to do.
I'm gonna shout at them like, really, you should duck lower. I can still hit you if you run like... They don't listen.
They never listen.
Hey, Jim, I'm getting bored of this Pong game. Are you hungry?
I reckon I could do 6 coins if you just throw one more in. Alright, I suppose we should eat. I just stopped playing the game and the coins just...
Yeah. Let's go get some food. Maybe they have flan. I doubt they have flan. Should have taken more of that flan. That was good flan.
Gave all of your apples to the guy at the bar.
I did. I haven't got any apples.
You haven't got any
You know what? I really fancy just like a meat bun, you know? Just like a hot meat bun. You know, like the sort of thing you get from like street vendors? Like, yeah.
Yeah, that gives you bellyache for 2 days. But it's worth it.
Yeah, those ones, yeah. Yeah, you understand. Like, they're awful, but really good.
Yeah. And then by the time you go back to one, you've forgotten
Yeah.
how much pain you're in 48 hours afterwards. Yeah. Let's go. Let's see what they got on offer at one of the halls.
Yeah, alright, let's go.
You walk into a mess hall. This is... Best way to describe it is much, much less nice than the ones we have previously seen. It's self-serve. Good news. Bad news, it all appears to be grey and slop.
Oh.
These are not meat buns.
It looks like muesli if muesli was very, very depressed.
Can't wait to get to that island, Jim.
Maybe
We need
if
to
we
eat
just...
something as soon as we touch down, because I don't want this to be our last meal.
Maybe if we, like... Yeah, I agree. But maybe if we, like, just close our eyes and imagine pina coladas while we eat it.
Okay, let's try that.
You like pina colada and going out in the rain.
Why is it slimy?
It's like really sad. It's a really sad version of pina colada.
Just sobbing.
It's
You like pina colada.
so hard to swallow. And it's gross. I don't like this.
Is it trying to crawl back up your throat?
Everyone, roll me a D100, please.
Oh, letting Hildy in was a mistake.
I don't like that number.
Oh, I like that number.
I'm glad you do.
There we go.
Come on, Sue.
Oh no.
So, Fenra, fans, if you had rolled much, much better than Jim and Selena, you would have been sitting opposite them in the mess hall.
But you didn't.
96 and 94 for everyone playing at home.
Maybe they're here.
So you walk around the corner of a similar looking hallway, and you're like, oh, there it is. It's the door to their compartment. Shunk. That's the water closet. That's the water closet you started in. You've actually gone up a bit further somehow on the ship. You're supposed to go down.
It's a different one. It doesn't have a rat in it.
There's a dead rat.
The other one doesn't have a rat in it anymore either, for very particular reasons.
Right. You're right.
I am sick and tired of water closets. Lord. Let's try a different
Let's
direction, I suppose.
Would a test of forbidden lore about the warp maybe jog my memory about a null? Possibly.
Yes, it could do. Yeah.
All right, I
Give
will
it a-
attempt that. So, gotta just be zero, so. Nope. That is a negatory.
Not so much.
So we're just wandering around the ship. It's like the world's. It's like Pac-Man if the Pac-Man board was a kilometer long.
I mean, you both rolled 90s on a D100 system.
Yeah, I know.
This is quite literally the definition of not hating the player and hating the game. It's just like, all right, cool, whatever. It happens.
What can you do?
You finish your muesli. Your depressly.
Like Rayleigh.
The Greyly.
Greeny, more like.
Shut up, Jim.
Oh, no, come on. That's just not cool. Like, I'm all up for a food fight, but the food's gotta be nice, right? Like, this is
Accidentally gets in your mouth.
this is just gross. Oh.
I mean, if there's any type of food to waste, it would be this type of food, but...
I was gonna say, you don't have a food fight with good food. You eat it.
But if it accidentally gets in your mouth, then you're like, oh, delicious.
Or in your eyes, you know.
Yeah, let's... Well... What should we do now? We've eaten the gross food. We've played some games.
Well, this is
Can't be
the
long until we have to touch down.
joy of the warp, you know, like. Suddenly went very different accent there. I went more Keanu Reeves than anything else. Young Keanu Reeves even.
Whoa!
That is the danger. You transform into Keanu Reeves circa 1985.
What if, like?
And that's the warp for you. Yeah, I don't really feel anything in the warp, so...
Yeah, no, the void. Just chill out.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can't break Keanu now.
Your voice always goes really weird in the warp, though. It's just strange.
Yeah, I didn't even know I could do Keanu.
Just remember this for later.
Is that a point of corruption?
Yep.
Well, when we land, we'll enjoy a nice meal, pina colada, then get as far away from civilization as we can.
Yeah. I think that would be best. How long have we got left? Sheepy?
You have
You're gonna
1
ship
hour to live. No. From what you could tell, it wasn't something where it was going to be like the next day, or it sounded like you had a bit of time. So could happen while you're in the warp. Most likely, though, you've got at least a few more days, probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Which is what I'll say to our searchers as well. Because I think on those rolls, you probably waste a day just wandering around, like...
Anyone who's watching right now can see my face of consternation as I have the titular tabletop player's problem of I have so many ideas and I'm bad at all of them.
We built this character for combat.
Yep. And at this rate, we're never going to get to combat.
You don't want to fight us. Please.
Maybe.
Hey,
Maybe.
as I said, after you guys got hereticked, basically, the guests have the choice of work with or work again. So
Right. So I guess we keep looking. We don't really have any other options.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it also doesn't help that I'm also a divination person who is trying to find someone who is perfectly capable of hiding from precisely what I'm good at.
Well, there's that.
It's been 15 weeks, but finally it comes into play.
Should we try another mess hall?
If you'd like to try your divination, it will just be a flat minus to your roll.
Okay.
Isn't necessarily good, as I remember, but
Well, I have Scryer's gaze. It's just I would take a penalty to that, presumably? Question mark.
yes.
Okay.
Scryer's gaze is, I believe, it's divination.
Indeed, it is. All of my stuff is divination.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where is Scryer's gaze?
I'm literally like Steve in Blue's Clues, looking at the screen while like the thing I'm trying to find keeps hiding under the couch. Like I don't know, anywhere.
It's Scryer's gaze in one of the edition books. I'm just not exactly what it does.
As far as I know, it's in the core rulebook under powers.
It's not under divination. So
Page 204.
okay. Oh. 204. In the core rulebook of you know what Sheepy's problem is?
What's that?
Sheepy was doing character creation for people for Rogue Trader, and he has opened up his Rogue Trader PDF and not his Dark Heresy one.
Ah.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Too many PDFs for.
Too many 40k PDFs is the specific problem, because I didn't recognize that I was in the wrong one. Okay. Core rulebook, and then what was the page?
204.
204. 204.
Which
I'm on a
I
shit.
normally do this test with a +20, but I'm guessing that pretty much would just bring it back down to a flat roll, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Da-ba-da-da-da.
30 minutes. Well, you can stop at any point during your days long search to do a 30-minute thing. So,
Yes, we have the time.
Mm-hmm.
bring in deep into fire or other methods. At the end of the time, focus power test to project his vision over the area with the GM revealing information based on degrees of success. Okay, cool. Yes. Roll me your, I believe it's sinus science.
Okie dokie. Doop-a-doop-doop-doo. So, and that would just be do I have to add in the 20 if it's already checked off on my sheet, or does it take that into account?
If it's ticked off in your, then no, you don't have to add the 20.
Okay. Alrighty then. Aha! There we go. Success by 4 degrees.
Yay!
Okay. And I believe a 38 leaves you safe from the problems in the warp. Let me just double check this. Yep, you're fine. Absolutely
Perfect.
fine. No perils, no problems.
That simple check has suddenly become far more terrifying than I thought.
Okay. So. Okay. So the descriptor is Psycho breaks through the veil of time, seeing an area and countless possible outcomes of conflicts within it. He is aware of all previous effects, which is like enemy numbers, enemy movements, single threat, and also knows details of the plots any enemy leaders are planning. So, you get a sense of a desperate desire for drinks, the feeling of never going to go to that mess hall again. A general area with a kind of like a dark patch where they've been staying. Basically, the hold. You know exactly where it is now, so you won't need to roll to get there. And I mean, the singular threat would be you see the image of Tzeentch. Just the symbol. It appears to be on flesh. And so I don't know where Jim and Selena currently are. You guys have probably had your food and moved on. I don't know if you would just head back to where you were or not, but
my eyes snap open as I finish my scrying, and I turn to Fenrir and I say, "Pineapples." And I get up and I just kind of begin walking very purposefully in a certain direction and basically heading in the direction of the hold where they were previously.
Okay. Fenrir looks fairly confused about the mention of pineapples, but just shrugs and follows him.
Okay. Upon getting there and kind of seeing that they're no longer there, turn to Fenrir, like, can you do your meat tracking? You know, the fur and like footsteps and that sort of thing.
Oh, I think that's something that I can have a look at.
Jim and Selena, where are you currently?
We've had our gross food.
Yeah.
No, probably feeling a little bit sluggish.
I mean, I'm probably feeling hungry because I don't know about you, but I didn't eat a lot.
No, it's real gross.
I mean, I'd be tempted to say, why don't we try and see if we can sneak into one of the nicer mess halls?
Yes. Totally play ourselves up as VIPs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or not.
Yeah.
POS.
Everyone roll me a D100.
Uh-oh. Oh my god!
That's a crit success. So,
Yeah.
Fenrir, also roll me a survival. Is it survival? It'd probably be survival.
Survival for, like, tracking?
Yeah.
Can do. Any modifiers, or?
You follow a trail of pink fluff.
Considering that Fans has put you on the right track, a +20.
Thank you. Neat.
Oh.
Come to me, my pretties.
I would say I'll make a point of saying that, like, as I'm trusting Fenrir taking the lead, I'm focusing pretty much. I've got my long las out and am just pretty much entirely dedicating any kind of awareness I have to if something jumps out and goes oogity boogity boo.
Okay.
So you're entirely the tracking I am leaving in your hands, and I'm just readying myself if something comes up.
Oh,
So-
I got this.
Fenrir and Fans, roll me a stealth, and Jim and Selena, roll me an awareness.
Any modifiers?
Actually, yeah, +10 for Fenrir and Fans, just purely because you are aware that you are tracking.
I'm so glad. Oh no!
Nope.
There it is.
Oh no!
I'm totally picturing Fans and Jim are doing that thing in Scooby-Doo when you have like the doors on either side are just running in and out and missing each other.
So, Fenrir,
Yes.
you are kind of every now and then you like go down on all fours, like sniff this kind of grated metal floor, You like scrape the wall with your finger, and you're like, "They've been this way," and then keep going like a drunk cat. Fans, not so much. Fenra.
Someone
Like-
please clip Fenra's little growl then. That was amazing. Please.
Fenra holds up her hand in like a fist. Something you know as there might be danger around, stop. You look around, you're like, I don't see anything. But then you see it. The rat. It's a human rat, and it's time for it to die. You pull up your long lass and just let off a really loud echoing shot. And you hit the rat right in the middle of the eyes.
Oh, I'm gonna Akira that little motherfucker and just fly him against the walls.
Yeah, he just... Selena, really close by, round the corner behind you, you hear a gunshot. Jim, you've got pudding in your ears.
I'm sorry about that, Jim.
Yeah, like
Goody boogity.
This is why you don't food fight.
I just can't quite get it out, and it's really slimy too. Is it wiggling? Is it wiggling?
Oh, I'm just gonna grab Jim and I'm just gonna pull him and start running.
Okay,
Away from the noise.
Fenra, they're running.
After him.
Fenra slips around the corner and starts running.
I will follow suit.
I mean, she's clearly seen another human rat, so yeah.
Obviously.
One down, one to go.
Everyone roll me athletics.
I'm traditionally not good at this.
Yes.
Oh, I feel a bit tired from all that gross Graisley.
I'm feeling quite good, apparently.
My
Drag me
rifle
along,
is
Jim.
scraping against the wall of the hallway because it's too long, and I'm just kind of like the strap is getting all caught up and everything. I am not graceful.
So, fans, you fall behind. Jim, you fall ahead. Fenra, you're catching up on Selena. Selena, you're catching behind.
Would this count as void walking as well?
No, because
No.
it's
We're
only
back on gravity. Yeah.
in your very cheap area of the bit. The gravity was a bit fluctuating, and it was currently off.
Selena might have noticed that Jim was moving very well in there.
He was moving beautifully.
Just moving brilliantly in there.
That's why he
swan.
won. He cheated. Cheating at Space Pong.
Jim, you can get away, but you'd have to ditch Selena. She's about to get caught by what looks like a tribal princess on a ship.
I'm also from the feral worlds. Would I recognise garb?
Okay.
Yes, I don't dress like that because webs.
I mean, it's similar-ish. Different feral worlds, probably.
I would
Unless
like...
you turn around and go, Fenra? Selena? My God!
That would be cool.
How are you?
Can I...
Feel free to be from the same village if you guys like.
Can I...
Remember when I used to pin you down and beat the snot out of you? Yeah, let's do
Never
that again.
Motherfucker owes me $20.
Can I use my critical success and a couple of my talents here to do something a little funky? Could I pull Selena to one side and forego getting away to use my quick draw talent to, like, have my gun resting at head level for when they come around the corner?
Ooh.
Benra is probably too close for both. You can do one.
I've got to pull Selena around the corner and wait to ambush then. I'll be, like, hand on the hip, ready to quick draw.
You could pull Selena away from, like, Fenra's kind of jump, but, like, round the corner is probably, like, it's too close to think. Because Fenra got the most degrees of success, so Fenra is by far the quickest, even than you. It's just, yeah. damn feral worlders with their actual skill in athletics.
Yeah, damn it.
Throw our ball up on the roof where we can't get it.
She's
No,
like a
I mean-
redheaded panther or something.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is all new for me as well. I don't think I've ever passed an athletics check before, so I'm just figuring it all out, you know?
Succeeding checks, it's also new and confusing.
I'll just go for the quick draw. I'll just like,
Okay.
I'd like to just have the gun ready. Like, this is gonna go to a face-off. I'm not abandoning Selena, so let's be armed for a face-off, but I'm not shooting.
So, fans... actually, probably fans is last, because...
I mean, I'm happy with that. Being away from the melee is where I want to be. So, if Fenra's catching up, I would want to basically get down on one knee and brace myself. Can I take a? Okay, I'm gonna start using game terminology now. This is gonna be weird. Half aim or aim half action. Not entirely sure if I'm saying those words in the right order.
It's a half aim as a half action, or just a half aim. I know most of the.
Okay.
So let's go with Fenra. As you're just about to pounce on this fleeing, cat-suited, whip-laden lady,
Okay.
you see her companion, who was running away, spin around and like flip out a gun. Dangerous-looking gun. You can continue your pounce, but it will mean that you are unprepared for whatever he is about to do. So you can also pull back and kind of prepare yourself.
I think I'm going to go ahead with the pounce.
Okay, Fenra and Selena tumble and roll, with Fenra, because of the athletics, kind of coming out, pinning Selena down. At the same time as Jim is whipping out his gun, Fans is whipping round his long las and taking a knee, ready to fire. And everyone pauses there. Feel free to either initiate combat, and we'll do initiative, or have a little chat. It's up to you guys.
Ow! What the hell?
Hello, heretic.
Ah, that doesn't sound friendly.
Is readying an action a thing?
What we'll say
D&D.
is, yeah, effectively, if you'd like to initiate the combat, we'll go into initiative and...
Right. What I'm wanting to do is not necessarily fire, but because I can see that Jim or this heretic has a weapon drawn, if he decides to aim and fire, I would like to take him out at that point in time. So whatever the correct usage of the terminology would be for that, would it just be essentially going, you know,
40K,
if you do something, I'm gonna...
In 40K, it would essentially be Overwatch.
Okay.
But I'm not sure that's technically a term in Dark Heresy, but I'm happy to use Overwatch. It's a fun word.
Okay.
So yeah.
Selena in a cat suit. I just got that.
Yeah, someone got it.
I've known it since the start.
Yeah, well, that's because you helped me build a character, but
It hadn't been described to me what she was wearing, in my defense.
I don't think Jim realizes that Fans is drawing a bead on him. I rolled awareness. I failed.
Well, oh no, and you did fail the last time as well. That's true.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So I'm just gonna be focusing on Fenrir. Like, who are you and what are you doing with Selena? Let go of her.
oh, we're not heretics. I promise. I know that thing went out on the radio that said that we definitely were, but that was a big fat lie. We're actually on our way to kill a whole load of heretics, and so we can't be heretics because we want them dead.
Look, are you with the Inquisition?
Obviously.
You're blowing our cover.
Yeah. Also, the Inquisition doesn't really exist anymore, so just saying.
I beg your pardon?
Well, you know, most of them are dead. All the bigwigs.
I'm not, and I'm the one in your face.
Well, I'm not dead either. I'm on your side, I swear.
Why don't you have a brain? I just shout from down the hallway with
I
my...
have a brain.
It
Just
like
because we don't engage it most of the time does not mean I'm rude. Who is this rude person?
You're a rat, but you're not. You're a cat.
That is correct.
So
When Fonz
Have
makes
a
himself
brain.
known, Jim's just gonna draw one of his las pistols and just sort of like casually aim it that way as well. You know?
That looks like a really uncomfortable pose there, friend.
You should see him in handcuffs.
that's a heck of a segue. May I ask if we were asked to bring them in alive, or
That's the best segue.
They are kill on sight. However, you are not under orders. You are merely part of a. It's a mix of cleanup team / damage control. In your last few missions, it's basically been there's a whole load of terrible heretics. Take out the worst ones and run like hell. You know, basically, as you're leaving, you.
And was this mission given to us by the same people who usually give us missions? Would we have any inkling that something is wrong further up?
Yeah, no, it wasn't the same people. It was through different channels.
Interesting.
Emergency channels, is that right?
More like a figure in a dark alley.
Oh.
Trust figures in dark alleys.
That
given
is
how
totally my favorite
rolls
way
have
to.
been going, I'm guessing fans was just like, yeah, sure, yeah, that's totally.
And that's how we got
I'm
in this
totally the
trouble.
wallet
I
itself.
love those missions. They're the best.
That's how we got in all this trouble, by not scrutinizing the people in the alleys.
Every time. Every time.
How Jim kept getting handcuffed. It was just.
Look,
I
I don't know what you're doing here, alright, or who set you on us, but we're onto something big, okay? We're gonna deal a big blow to Heresy, but right now you're blowing our cover. We're posing as heretics for a reason.
You do realize that is usually the fastest way for people to become heretics, right? They pretend to be and then they get seduced by it.
You're preaching
We
to the
are
choir.
aware.
Did you make a mess or did you clean it up?
We are
Both.
off to an island to kill it up.
You're on your way to kill it up? Okay.
Kill it up. And clean it up.
It's a tropical island. They're off to keel it up, man.
What
Nice.
did the pineapples have to do with it?
What?
What?
Yeah. Pineapples have everything to do with everything. Apart from if they're apples. Just
What?
apples is great. Pineapples is okay. Apples is better.
I'm not sure if their pineapple heresy is what we're looking for.
This is not the heresy you're looking for.
That only works on weak-minded people.
There were a few little lies in there, so I'm gonna get a deceive from Jim and Selena. Jim -10, and scrutiny, please, from Fenra and Fans.
Oh boy.
Alrighty.
Oh, I'm gonna use a fate point and reroll.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh my god, I missed by 1. Ah,
Hey, look at that.
nice, well done.
Okay. Fenra. They seem to be on the up and up for the most
Everything's fine.
part. Doesn't mean you need to let them go or anything, but you're kind of like, at least what they're saying makes sense.
Yeah.
Fans, there are discrepancies in what they say. Some of what they say appears to be true, but you spend your time digging into people's minds and figuring out what they're doing and why. So you know the difference between a fat out straight lie and a weaselly ratty half lie.
Human rats.
There are 2 ways for me to get the information from you. You could either tell me what mess you're trying to clean up, or myself and my friends can extract it from your head meats once we're done. Where is this mess you're trying to clean up?
On
Whatever.
tropical world 267.
Wherever I go, to be honest, we're trying to go somewhere where we can minimize the damage to civilization.
And eat drink pina coladas.
And maybe have a decent last meal.
Yeah.
Look, this is uncomfortable, right? We're all sitting here aiming guns at each other, pouncing on each other.
With someone on top of me, it's weird.
Yep, wrestling people to the ground and stuff. Look, let's clean her up. You join us. Let's just go and sit at a table in one of the fancy mess halls. And let's talk about this. I believe I'm doing the right thing by the Inquisition, but if you disagree, I'm willing to talk about that.
And will you accept judgment should we determine that what you're doing is incorrect?
I already have so many times, but yes, I can do it once more.
What do you think?
Do you have your manacles with you?
Do I still have them on me?
I'm asking Fenra. Sorry. I presume that, like, we were
So
going
much funnier if it's him, though.
or if we have like rope.
It's just
or...
like
You're not tired enough.
I don't know. Do I have handcuffs of any variety?
sure. Yeah.
Yes.
It would be foolish of us to let you up in a way where you could run away again.
Well,
We-
we've just proved that we can't run away.
Or
We
at
went
least...
through many mess halls trying to find you.
Also, we're on a ship. We're not going to be able to run far.
It's an awfully big ship with a lot of rat holes.
Seems about double the size it actually is to you two.
Look,
Listen, if we were trying to be sneaky, we would have been sneaky and you wouldn't have found us.
Ah, you
We're
say
being
that.
honest. We're not going to run away. We've got nothing to hide.
all we were trying to do is get away from the grey mess hall with the slimy food and get up to one of the nice mess halls so maybe we can have, like, you know, a donut or something.
And apples.
A meat
An apple
pie.
donut.
Well,
I'm gonna turn to Fenra and I'll say, like, I think we can talk. If they're killing heretics, then that means less heretics that we'd need to kill. If when they are done killing heretics, they turn out to be heretics, then we can kill them, and we only have to kill 2 rather than a lot.
It will be a lot.
so
yeah.
for now, the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
The enemy of our enemy is convenient.
Be careful, friends. That's heresy.
You are not one to speak of that.
We're not heretics.
Uh-huh.
I laugh way too loud. like uncomfortably so. That's just funny.
Well, there are a couple of mess halls that should be empty at about now. Let's
Were they
go find
good
one of
ones?
those. Well, they weren't terrible.
Because the one we went to was terrible.
Fenrir and fans are allowed up into the higher decks and the nicer places. Would you like to go to a fancy mess hall?
Yes.
Sure.
I want sparkling water and apples, please.
Okay. Selena, roll me a D100. For everyone else, you get to a mess hall. Oh, nice. You walk into the mess hall. Immediately, the entire place freezes. There is a clatter of a fork, and then the insane rush of people desperately fleeing for their lives as the entire mess hall clears out. In probably 10 seconds. People aren't screaming, people aren't shouting, they are saving their breath for running desperately.
I just sort of watch this happen and go, and go sit down at one of the tables that has a nice meal left at it.
Yeah, like boots up on the table, just like back in the chair.
Yep.
I turn to Jim and I go, we have that effect on people. And I am
Useful.
not going to stay at a table. I am going to stay with my weapon drawn probably a good 10, 15 feet away, or whatever that is in meters, because meters is what this game is in. While in discussion and interrogation is going on.
Given my understanding of fans, could I suggest a location for him to be?
Sure.
Behind basically the food dispensary, you know, like with the sneeze guard and all that. Kind of like this, like staring at them.
Staring ominously.
Yeah, from over the food in between the things, just like every now and then this kind of disconnected voice is like, oh yes, I also understand that, you know, just that kind of
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that. I'm like, the rifle is resting on top of like the actual lights that go down onto the food, and every so often there's like a scoop of like sweet potatoes mashed that I'm just kind of slowly. I'm pragmatic. I can do two things at once.
May I suggest, because we have an awful lot to unload to convince Fenrir and fans, may I suggest a summary of the things I would like to reveal? And
That's probably a good idea.
Absolutely. While you do that, I will go grab a drink.
Okay, so essentially, Jim is going to tell you about how he was contacted by Sinchi agents whilst they were investigating the Slaneshi cult. He's going to tell you about how he allied with them. Enemy of your enemy is your friend, using your own words.
Cheater.
To take out more and more Slaneshi cultists. He's then going to tell you that he realizes that he cannot break this pact. So they are heading to a reasonably desolate world to induce a fight with some Sinchi demons, which he doesn't expect to live from.
When he says that, Selena's like, but he will, because I'll save him, so it's fine.
Ooh, you're an optimist. That's dangerous.
Well, if he dies, then, I mean, that's one less bullet I have to use.
Hey, come with us and you could maybe put a bullet in a demon. I've never seen one get hurt, but I'm wanting to try.
A very, like, small smile curls onto Fans' face and doesn't say anything otherwise. Which I will be back momentarily.
He just goes down under the table. Just 1 second.
Eating his sweet potato.
Yeah.
Nom, 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 nom.
There are apples and sparkling water because you rolled really well.
Put them in my bags for later.
No one complains because the entire place has been evacuated. There's probably some kind of natural disaster around here you're not aware of.
Yeah, it's weird. But I like it.
No, it's rather nice having the whole place to ourselves.
You think maybe you could try this at the cinema? Maybe get a free and open viewing with no one crunching their damn popcorn in the behind you.
And taking forever to open a little cellophane thing.
Just do it before you go in, not in
Right?
the dark.
Anyway.
I got told off the other day for doing just that.
No.
What, opening it before the lights went down?
During it's like trying to do it. It's like, oh no, it's so loud.
You can't do it quietly, just rip it open.
And it's amazing how the slower and more carefully you do it, the louder it appears to be.
Exactly.
How does that even work?
I know. The worst.
We always fail our stealth checks in there. I don't know. All right, so can demons even be killed? This isn't something I've encountered before.
It's very rare. You've probably heard of a few cases, and it was very vague as to how it happened.
And if they do, they come back in like 10 years anyway.
You have heard of a few instances where they've been actually killed and destroyed, but it's very rare and random.
I feel like, we may not actually be able to kill the demons, but there's going to be a lot of cultists coming for us. They know where we are.
These stronger demons, when you banish them, tend to be gone for longer. So sometimes it can be up to a few thousand years before they manage to make their way back.
Good, I'll be dead by then naturally, so that's... If we could do that.
That's a very, very upbeat attitude. Oh, good. I'll be dead by then. So.
But
It'll
man,
It'll be someone else.
Working for climate change.
Someone else's problem then.
Right? So it's a climate change thing. Well, I'll be dead by then. Who cares? Yeah.
So, how is
Right.
this sitting with Fenrir and Fans? Fans' head like comes back up, and there's a little mustache of sweet potato on his lip.
Does everything that they're saying seem to match what I've observed in recent events?
How truthful were you, Jim? I only caught parts of it.
I was very truthful. I left out the Grey Knights encounter.
Okay. So mostly everything else aside from that.
Yeah.
And that's understandable. That does never paint Jim in a good light, to be
No,
honest.
that whole scenario doesn't make Jim look good in any way, shape, or form, so he left that out.
And suddenly I'm deeply curious.
Go back and watch that.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this.
That episode is just... oof.
I make bad decisions on impulses, okay?
I didn't even punish it. I just played it out and it was punishing enough.
I don't know what that's like at all.
So yeah, it seems to play into timelines that you've investigated, that you've heard of, rumors, etc. So as far as you can tell, it is honest.
Well, if that's the case, then there's a hotbed of heresy that needs to be dealt with. And that's, as you say, pressing.
What I'll say is this would seem to be the kind of a last-ditch effort to disrupt the plans of the Siege Cult, whatever their plans are.
Okay.
Taking out a couple of demons, machinators, yeah, could disrupt their plans enough. And ultimately, it is kind of a desperate last stand, from what you can tell.
Do we have means of contacting or communicating the people who would have given us this assignment? Maybe if not for... No? Okay, cool, fair enough.
The entirety of your structure of the of this like faction of the Inquisition has been shattered and dispersed into the wind. You guys are basically a kind of is it Vanguard is the front, isn't it? So you're like the rear guard, basically, and you're like leaving the system now, even, and just cleaning up the last little bits you can before you head back for a new assignment. This sector's lost. The sector that you guys have been.
Okay.
May I ask, in the absence of the Inquisition, who gave you your assignment?
What do we know about the person who gave us the assignment?
He had a
Or
dark
is it
hood
just...
in an alleyway.
Yes, well, I recognize that this does not sound good in any way, shape, or form, but...
He had the standard.
Dark hood, alley.
Yeah.
But
He had the standard passwords and code words and etc.
Yeah, we've fallen for that as well.
Yeah,
he had all of the right things to say, and when orders come with those particular code words, we don't ask questions. You know.
Yeah, I do. That
We
is
know
the
exactly
problem with
what
the
you mean.
Inquisition, I believe. Because sometimes bad people get your passwords and give you false information.
Well, clearly we needed more numbers and special characters.
Yeah.
and they try and set you against people who are maybe trying to disrupt your plans. Like us.
Luckily, you have other
Like
people
you.
in the group who can scrutinise. Don't trust people.
I don't trust anyone. What are you on about? All right.
If it seems like a trap, I have means of helping us be ready against it.
Well, all of this feels like a trap, but if we can pull this off, this will be a good blow against heresy before we finish up our cleanup efforts around here.
And if nothing else, if what we've been doing is just cleaning up, then another last-ditch effort to do so seems on brand.
All right. Where it's the all right. How long until we arrive? About.
Probably another day or two.
At the speed of plot.
We can do a little skip once you guys are good
Sure.
to skip.
What do you think, fans?
Seems like a good way to spend the next few days. We can. I look at Jim and Selena and be like, I can ask them a few other questions and see if between now and then something doesn't match up. We can always change our minds, and we know where they are.
We do. All right. Then we will stand with you.
That is good.
Shall we enjoy this last meal then? Is there a beef Wellington around here? That sounds amazing.
The
Any
Well-
beef Wellington back there?
Throw me a D100, Jim. As fans completely still like half face, half covered, move sideways. Just completely steady.
I have almost as the best sign of allyship you've seen so far. The rifle is still sitting on the actual top of the sneeze guard, but the hand that was on the trigger goes down and picks up a cob of corn, and with unsettling eye contact still maintained, begins.
Just little bits of sweet corn are popping up every now and then in
Yes.
the sight.
Oh, look at that. He likes you.
Jim, would you like to use a fate point for beef Wellington?
I would not like to use a fate point for beef Wellington, tempted
No,
though I am.
You know what? Take my advantage. There you go.
Oh, what a thing to give away advantages for.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, boy.
Bro, just roll a little bit. Okay. No, it's not there.
You pulled an Amy. That's delightful.
You know what? You know what, Jim? You find a beef Wellington. It is buried under this weird grey muesli that has completely slathered it all over.
Oh.
It is seeped into the beef Wellington.
Oh.
Spices must
Roll better, Jim. Roll better.
Roll.
Hey, I gave him an advantage. He had his
You
shot.
did. You did.
I'm just gonna eat whatever looks nice around and hope that everyone's not eating superfood salads or anything like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat sweet potatoes and sweet corn. I know that both those things exist already.
And you rolled for your apples, so you have apples.
Yeah, that's my dessert.
Oh.
I got my sparkling water, sweet potatoes, sweet corn, apples.
I find just like slabs of meat and a few veggies, but mostly slabs of meat and just like tearing through it.
the Flintstone style rack of ribs. That's
Yeah.
Incidentally, anyone who has an apple as a dessert deserves to be destroyed by chaos. Just gonna say that.
Serena appreciates the simple pleasures in desserts.
Uh-huh.
And
Don't she
apple
have
a
the
day
same thing with
keeps
men?
the chaos away.
Yeah.
That is a rule, and everyone in this world knows that.
To be
I'm-
fair, the whole painting incident happened when you couldn't find apples, so
Exactly.
yeah,
No apples, chaos.
basically
Apples,
proven.
no chaos.
Okay. Should we do a skip to getting to the planet? Does anyone have anything they'd like to talk about or do before we get to kind of disembarking?
I'm all right.
I'm good.
Okay. Eventually you bamf out of the warp above I can't remember what number I gave it, but tropical planets
267.
26. That's what I said. 267. You
I wrote it down.
God bless.
What did you say, Scrat?
Don't worry about it.
Fine.
Hold on.
You were talking about simple pleasures and I made an if only comment.
My 3 notes for this game so far are Zinj Cult, Tropical Planet 267, and pineapples.
You don't have human rats? I mean, you've killed 2 of them already.
That one's dedicated space.
Oh, yeah. The important stuff doesn't need to get written down.
Exactly.
So, you get onto a shuttle, get taken down to this tropical world. You wanted to go to the beach, right?
Yeah, somewhere nice where there's possible pina coladas.
Okay. You get disembarked at a resort-looking place, deck chairs, nice white beach with the sea lapping gently. You have a feeling of impending doom, but it's not the doom is here, it's just the doom is near. So
The doom is coming.
yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
Doom.
When we touch down planet side, my hood is definitely up, and I'm like,
Yep.
it's too bright here.
Yeah, I realised that my thigh-high 4-inch heels are not suitable for walking on the sand. It's like-
Yeah.
I've made an error in my wardrobe, but I'm sticking with it.
I'm feeling pretty good in my poncho hat.
You finally
For tactical purposes, would you say that over the next day and a half, Selena and fans at some point would be gotten to talk enough that we would know, like, say, in the event that someone would immediately try to kill us and or eat our faces, that we should be apart by a certain amount in order for our various woo-woo stuff to be able to work?
Yes, I think.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't tell you why. I'm not.
Okay.
Only Jim would know.
I imagine fans would occasionally use his divinations just to get a feel for what's coming and
Mm-hmm.
His
Yeah.
woo-woo stuff.
Maybe you could work out, do some testing to see how far away from me you need to be for things to. But yeah, it's definitely not something Selena would.
At several points over like the day, I'm just 60 feet away and be like, still can't see you. Still can't. Oh, I can see you now. No, still can't. The extent of the conversational interaction.
That sounds
and
about right.
I'll say, fans, you get the feeling that tomorrow is the day when whatever they fear will come to pass. In fact, you get an exact time. High noon.
It's high noon.
Yeah, that's I'm literally gonna turn to Fenrir and in an unsettlingly low voice go, no.
There it is!
Well, now I know where you live.
No clarification.
Oops, I thought I was muted for that. Never mind.
So, you have probably like a day and a half.
I'm going to buy a massive sun hat because I shaved all my hair off. And I don't want to get burnt.
Yeah, you did.
Does that provide her cover?
It's the sun. Yes.
Like massive.
Plus 20 to dodging the sun. Does anyone have any last minute things they'd like to do? I assume the next day you'd like to move away from the resort and somewhere a bit more isolated.
Take a few pina coladas for the road. And yeah. Probably
Yeah,
make
don't-
somewhere
we
where
don't
there aren't
want-
peoples.
Yeah, and less collateral damage, the better.
I think
Okay.
Jim thinks about it for a while and decides to burn up a knife or piece of metal at some point, probably on the day when it comes to the encounter, and try and burn the tattoo off his wrist.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm going to hold it down in case he chickens out.
What I'll tell you is this will do damage to you that you will not have time to recover.
Jim doesn't think he's getting out of this alive. He's
Mhm.
okay with that.
Right.
He's aware. In fact, he almost thinks that doing this will start the encounter.
Okay. Well, what I will say then is you all collectively get the feeling that one way or another, this is coming to a head. The end is near. Repent, all ye sinners. Before you do anything that might begin the problems ahead, would anyone like to? I mean, Jim, Selena, would you like to have a little chat and go over things before everything kicks off?
Probably. Jim.
Yep.
We've not had a lot of luck. But I feel like that's about to change.
Nothing
Definitely-
else. At least it's
definitely
been
gonna go.
interesting.
Yeah. That it has been interesting.
I don't think many. Go on.
No, you go on.
I don't think many Inquisitors get this close to heresy and try and root it out like we have. I mean, we've done it in a funny way, but
Yeah, we've walked the line. Sometimes tripped over the line. But we're back on the line now. I'm going to try and keep you safe. But I don't know how safe you're going to be.
I don't think I'll be safe at all, and honestly, if I don't survive, I'd rather you look after yourself. You don't have this. You can get out of this.
I'm not sure I can, even without a mark. I'm pretty sure I'm just a named target. I'm sure my name is on a list somewhere. And that's okay. That's what we signed up for. That's part of the job. You're doing your job well. You've pissed off Heresy, and therefore it's coming after you.
Damn right. Hell, we've done it better than anyone in that case.
Yes, we have pissed off Heresy a lot. Yeah, we're pretty damn good at our job. I just hadn't thought of it that way before, but we're awesome.
We might be the best Inquisitorial agents that have ever been.
I think so.
I don't want to break the moment by asking you to roll deceive, but just in your heads, keep in mind I'm considering making you roll.
Selena believes this 100%.
Only if you manage to lie to yourself.
Self-deception is the hardest deception.
Do you have any inkling of what we're going to go through tomorrow, Jim? Have you had any visits?
Giant demons rending portals in the reality to lean through and possibly snatch us into their reality and torture us for aeons.
Okay, so it's a regular Wednesday. Excellent.
Regular Wednesday, yeah.
It's been great working with you, Jim. I couldn't have asked for a better partner in all of this. Like, I've had a lot of fun, and I've been scared out of my wits a lot of time as well. But I'm glad I didn't shoot you when you told me about the tattoo.
I'm glad you didn't shoot me too.
It's tempting.
And I think I can gladly say the same. It's been a real experience riding with you. I don't think I could do it with anyone else.
Well, if I die tomorrow, I'm glad I died fighting Heresy with you.
Let's take out at least one demon on our way down.
Hell yeah. And if I can get it with my pink fluffy whip, all the sweeter. I feel like it will get mocked in Demon Hell.
Even better. You're hurting them beyond death.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful, it's sick.
Okay, well, let's go. I don't know, clean our guns or something. I don't know what people do with these things. And get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a pina colada.
Cheers.
Jim, let's say tomorrow, getting closer to high noon, would you like to take that tattoo off?
Yes.
Okay. You scrape away the tattoo. Take a wound.
My wounds haven't reset ever, have they?
They should have, yes.
They should have? Oh, thank God.
You should be back.
Terrible autoimmune disease.
Although, I must say, like, I was on 6 out of 9, and every time I looked at it, that did make me think nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a squish. I'm gonna get pasted.
How am I going to protect you? I didn't realise you were so feeble.
Selena, are you on full wounds?
Yeah, I've got 11 out of 11.
Okay, cool. You're not much less squish.
I've
Okay.
got cool armor now, so I'm fine.
Uh-huh.
I'll be fine.
Oh, didn't I pick up some cool armor as well?
Yep.
I don't think I put that stat down.
Pretty sure I put it down for you. I think.
We'll go with it.
Let me double check that while you walk to off into the beach, into the
Sunset.
tropical
Right.
forest.
I totally want this demonic apocalypse showdown to take place like 50 feet from the Tiki Lounge, like on the beach.
Just everyone's like,
Oahu.
There's just
It's like a Street Fighter. Like we're all fighting, and there's like the panorama in the background.
there's
Nice.
just, like, the
there's a
flag
wedding
poles.
going on the beach at
Yeah.
sunset. Demon fight.
Yeah. Oh, Harold, it's so convincing.
What wonderful street theater! All right.
I have adjusted your armor, Jim.
Thank you.
So, you head out further into the wilderness. You trek for a couple of hours. And then you set up at a kind of, I'm assuming you'd like an open area so that fans could maybe take a distance and, you know.
Yeah.
If I can even get altitude, if there's like
Oh, yeah.
either a hill or a tree or something that I can set up in.
Yeah, there's probably a bit of a hill, probably a few trees that are a little bit.
A knoll, technically, preferably grassy.
Absolutely.
Set up a nice little hunter's blind in a tree.
And there is a huge boom. And then another one.
Here we go.
And you can hear the cracking of what sounds like glass. And then probably about 40 meters away from your group, a feathered blue fist punches through reality.
Ah, fuck. Pull out my gun.
Kind of reaches and like bends it outwards, and a body flies through the hole. It is charred and smoking. And I'll give this first leader a Jim.
Is it Valentine?
It's Valentine.
Alive? Or very much dead?
Very much dead.
Okay. I
Or
didn't
at least
know.
really hopes he's dead.
Yeah, I rolled, and he actually survived a good long time, considering everything. but not that long.
Oh.
And then if you guys look in your Roll20, you can see two, kind of about 2/3 of the way down, you can see Zephic and Kor.
Yeah.
You can also see the illustration, their like avatar thing. Zephic is what you currently see. It is a big, probably about 14, 15 feet, maybe a bit taller. Bird like blue, currently blue.
Is she the rainbow one?
Yes.
Demon Toucan Sam got it.
Although currently she is vibrant blue.
Ooh.
And then Drift.
Words. Sorry, I just scrolled down. It's like, I've got 11.
And then
Oh, jeez.
And then if you look at Kaor Hyokai, you will see the other one who comes out floating on a disc.
Well, I
Three-headed-
like approximately none of this.
Three-headed, but kind of like golden armor, and on all three heads as well. Blue as well, but more lizardish.
Smaller or still quite large?
A bit taller than any of you, probably around 7 foot, maybe 8.
Now, I would probably have a pretty clear view of this given my vantage point.
Yes.
So I'd say at this point, I would probably yell to Jim, since I'm presuming he was the one who gave me a lore dump the other day. Okay, what are we doing?
Are you yelling, or would you like to speak over the Vox?
Right, microbead. I forgot that we have that. Yes, that would be ideal.
It means you don't have to give away your position.
Yes.
Hey.
I don't know.
Sorry, what did you say over the bead?
I was asking, what are we doing? Like, what's the plan?
Plan sort of disappeared when things came tearing through reality.
Oh,
Yeah.
Everyone, make me a willpower test.
What's
Minus-
it?
Minus 20.
What's it against? Is it anything I should
Fear.
fear? Just fear. No psychicness, perils of the warp, etc.
Literally just fear.
Just fear.
Okay. Would Jaded affect this?
Jaded would not, because I think it's regular horrors, and these are warp horrors or demon horrors, both.
I've got that as well.
All right. Let me
Do
just back to
I
that.
get anything for having faced them before, sometimes multiple times?
They were your friends that time, so they were not trying to scare you.
Got it.
Where's my sheet? Do.
Ultimately, it's the difference between, like, someone who's fanning, like a fan in your face, and a blow dryer on full. Their intention is fear, therefore, they're putting the full effect on. Incidentally, guys, you do all have fate points, so you can re-roll this if you roll badly.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna want to do that.
Yeah,
Even though the
good call.
chances of
You may
Hmm?
also,
You do also have auto successes, just for
Is
an
it a
reminder.
-2?
minus 20.
Yeah, eyeball. Boop. And try that again.
What I will tell you is that fear tests can be pretty bad, so...
Can I use? I'd like to use my auto success.
Yeah?
I think, Angela,
yeah.
you're the only one who hasn't been gifted one.
What? God damn
Oh,
it,
that's-
chat! I hate you so much.
That's right.
Actually, to be fair, I haven't got one either, but the two viewers have one and Sheepy has one.
I will go ahead and use my auto success then, because I don't like the idea of being scared of these things.
Yeah, probably a good idea in order to actually be useful before it gets closer. So
Okay, I'd like to use my advantage then.
Okay.
Of course.
Just don't roll worse than 66.
You shouldn't say things like that, man.
Thanks for jinxing me.
I feel like that was my fault.
Yeah. 100% your fault. Well, of course I'm scared of it. It's two bloody giant bird demons.
You, technically speaking, you used the advantage, so you could use a fate point to re-roll, and that would get you the...
I feel like I need them fate points that are coming up.
Okay. Then in that case...
Well, maybe. I don't know. Okay, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try again. One more time.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, you bugger.
You do technically have a re-roll if you'd like, because
Oh my goodness.
you're like re-rolling the advantage as opposed to... But what I'll say is that's not a terrible failure, so you may want to just accept it.
Okay, I'll just accept it.
Okay. I need a D100.
Oh man, Mackenzie's so
from-
mean.
Isn't she?
She hasn't forgiven Selena at all.
Isn't she just the most terrible person? You're sitting there like, oh wow, I'm the only person who hasn't got a auto success, and she's sitting there like, disadvantage.
burn.
Um, So that is a D100 plus 10 for fans and a D100 for Selena.
Okay.
Roll low.
Sweet chariot.
Coming for to carry us home.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Right, D100 plus.
Low.
The D100 plus what? Sorry, Sheepy.
Plus
Uh,
10. Oh, that was for me though.
It's just a D100 for you, Selena. Okay. Fans, I think you have 2 more fate points left if you'd like to use one to re-roll the fate.
Probably a good idea. Yeah.
Don't roll a 98, buddy.
Yeah, no kidding. Come on, man. Are you?
I'm
You
sorry.
don't say anything when we're rolling. You keep jinxing us.
Seriously.
I'm sorry. Okay, let me have a look at this. Selena.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Reeling with shock, the character backs away from the source of her fear. She cannot willingly approach the object of her fear, but can otherwise act normally with a -10 penalties on all tests until the end of the encounter.
Ooh.
I got a -10 on all tests.
There's worse.
Yeah, hang on.
Speaking
That is a
speaking
good
of
point though.
worse-
Didn't fans use an auto success?
No.
I thought. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I might have gotten caught up in the middle of it. I thought the D100 was for something else, but
Oh.
I did say that I used the auto success. for that.
Oh, well then, never mind.
Okay.
Thank the gods.
Because
Thank you.
Thank you, Scrap, for catching that.
sorry, because it was like, using an auto success is a good idea, and you were like, yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I didn't realize that was
accept my doom with open arms.
I didn't realize that was
Bring it.
I also used my auto success. So yeah.
Yeah,
What would have happened
apologies.
to you with a 95 is you would have run away. Just run away.
Run away!
You also get -20 to a lot of stuff and other things, but essentially it's just like you just nope.
Just nope
Okay.
out of there.
So yeah, Selena, you can't approach the this would be this would be Zephic, so the larger one.
So it's just a -10 on tests for Zephic. Not for.
No, on both of them.
Oh,
But you can't approach Zephic, so you can't get closer.
Okay. Wow, I'm glad I took that new talent. Just jinxed itself out now. Turned off it.
I'll say you can roll a willpower every time you'd like to move closer, but it would be at a -10.
-10 on tests. I just got a +10 on all my tests against them. So that was a wasted talent.
So sorry.
God damn it!
So, they finish tearing out of reality. Well, tearing out of unreality into reality. Zephic plonks down and sits on the floor. It appears to be trying to pick something out of their taloned feet. Kaor raises slightly, and in a very, very clear voice that you can all hear, says, there are 2 more of you than last time you were here. We met. Not here, because first time we're here.
This is it, Core.
Yes. But maybe not in the way you think.
Take a drag on the low stick I almost certainly have lit.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it to the ground.
Their heads kind of move sideways. 2 of them, and all of you can see this, the 2 on the sides push forwards and then snake to each side and disappear into the air. So it looks like the necks are kind of a bit hazy. And the middle head says, have you brought more aspirants with you? Do you wish to make this a challenge for yourself?
Turning my back on it.
The heads draw out, pull back. On what?
Take the Chaos Seal, which is almost symbolic to me of the bond now, and throw it on the ground ahead. Heresy.
Kind of clacks, lands near Valentine. Still smoking a little bit. Very well. Would anyone else like to take his place? If you do, you will not die.
I would rather die than be a heretic.
Yeah, she said it best.
And one of the heads, the middle one, kind of curls forwards and moves towards Selena, and then just spins backwards and looks behind it directly at Fans and goes, what about you? You seem to like knowledge.
How's your taste in music?
Eclectic.
Yeah.
5 favorite bands, go.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna
As I'm
die.
staring down the sniper scope.
I think probably Core would list bands that you probably haven't heard of and are a couple of thousand years old.
And could definitely not pronounce.
Feel like. And I shout down at Jim in sort of an inquisitive sort of way. It's just this one doesn't like Huey Lewis in the News. No. No.
Yeah, Jim doesn't know how to respond to this at all.
Honestly.
I'll draw my gun.
Is this the sort of thing where I can just be aiming and readying, that sort of deal?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Draw my Inferno pistol and start walking towards him, I guess. Trying to get to 10 meters range.
10 meters range. All right. As you start walking forward, I think we're all in agreement. Let's roll some initiative.
All right.
Let's do this.
It's a D10 plus your agility bonus, which is your agility number. Take the 10 digits. So if it's 33, it's a 3. If it's 45, it's a 4.
Agility. Okay.
And I will roll for Zephic and for Core. Okay, so. Ooh. Scrap getting that 14 in.
Mhm.
Damn.
Whoa!
Wow.
I'm an agile motherfucker.
All right.
How have you got that much agility?
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit flabbergasted myself.
Wahahaha.
Raw. And then Gem with 14. And then Fans 13. And Selena with a very impressive, but somehow at the bottom, 11. Until, I mean, we'll see how these guys do. Core. Okay. Selena, you will go after Core. Apologies, but they have a slightly higher agility bonus, so that's how you figure it out.
I can't be too agile.
Ooh, okay. So Fenra,
Yes.
first.
All right. I am going to draw my power sword and advance on these things. What's the closest one to me?
That would be Core.
All right, then I'm going to be advancing on Core, and can I get within melee range in a turn?
Let me have a look at your movement just to see. Fenra. If you ran, you could get close. But no, not quite.
Okay.
If you did like a full move, then you'd be within charge distance next turn, basically.
Okay, then I would like to do that.
Okay. In that case, Jim, you've been moving forward, so you're probably a little bit closer.
Yeah, I want to get that 10 meters range. Am I there?
Not 10 meters. No, I'd say again, if you move a full move, you'll be within 10 meters for next round, but it does mean you don't get any other. And don't forget, you can fire past the 10 meters. It's just minus to your shot.
Move and shoot. Once per round after performing a move action, as a Desperado character may perform a single standard action with a pistol weapon.
Yes, so you could get your shot. It wouldn't be aimed, but it would be standard range.
Hell yeah, let's do that. I'm going to rush up full distance and I'm going to go for Core out of the two of them because Zephic's scary.
And Zephic currently is picking bits out of their feet, so yes, that's fine.
Yeah, you don't pick on someone when they're picking things out of their feet. No, I'm going to go hit Core.
So that would be no aim, standard attack. You can do. I don't know what your gun stats are. Let's just have a quick look. My God, you have a lot of stuff. Inferno pistol, yeah. So it's a single shot, so that's plus 10 there with that one. So have you done the no aim?
No aim, yeah.
Standard range.
Standard range, yeah. Rate of fire standard.
Standard.
Ammo single. Firing mode normal. I'd like to use a fate point to roll it again, please.
Moki
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I
Ouch.
Not meant to be. Not meant to be.
flies off. One of the heads like swerves and ducks out the way of it. Fans.
Alrighty.
You're up.
Okay, so, the only thing that I can do with my long last is a single shot. So I can aim,
Yes.
and because it has the accurate feature, I get an additional +10, so that's +10 aim. I suppose I should ask, it is within 75 meters of me?
It is.
Okay, so it's within the short range of my weapon.
It is.
So aiming +10, with the accurate feature +10, and with my gear, because I'm the jerk at paintball that comes with the custom rifle, that's an additional 15 from my custom grip and red dot sight. So I'd be making that check at a +35 ballistics check.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
I assume you're shooting at core, not.
Yes, I am gonna focus fire with everyone else.
Okay.
So
Would you like to use?
yeah, that would be awesome. Cause Fate apparently hates.
You do also have advantage, so you could save your fate point and roll advantage first.
Right, and I have one of those.
2, I think.
Two. Okay.
Oh, also, QEV donated to give Angeli 2 advantages to balance it out with everyone else. So currently, everyone has 2 advantages.
Yay!
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, let's try this again. There we go.
Nice.
Do you have the thing that does damage based on degrees of success?
I do. That's the felling?
Yes.
No. Oh, it is? Okay. So, yeah, so that's 5 degrees of success, and I believe I get up to a maximum 2 extra damage die. So that's 3d10 plus 3?
Yes.
Okay. So. So.
Yeah.
21 points of damage.
And your penetration is.
Where would I find that?
It would be on the weapon.
Okay.
If it just says 0, it says pen. EN.
Okay, so I think that might have been one thing that I just forgot to grab from the armory. Anyone could help me out. That would be perfect.
I can grab it really quickly.
Apologies.
Armory, weapon. I mean, there's a lot to go through. It's a great system, but
there's so much. Like I know I'm missing stuff.
it is pen 1.
Okay. So, how does that drop out? So how does that work with respect to my damage?
That means that your weapon penetrates 1 armor, so the armor doesn't cancel out as much damage.
Okay. And felling 4, there's something to do with their unnatural toughness. Is that the same as armor?
It kind of. It cancels out 4 unnatural toughness. So
Okay.
it takes away a lot of toughness from core.
Okay.
There's still a fair amount left, but yes. So, okay, 21. Okay. So that is nice. You score a very solid hit on core, and like probably just shy of the neck, and just goes kind of through this kind of breast area, like shoulder bit here.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to shout out, "That's the power of love!" And that will end my turn.
Is that the name of your weapon? Love?
You know what? It is now.
Zephic lets out a little chuckle that I'm not going to dignify with an attempt to copy, because honestly, Raven did it so bloody amazing. If you haven't watched the episode where we had the guests in come and play the demons, I suggest you watch it. It is beautiful, and they played them so brilliantly.
They genuinely freaked me out.
Yes, and me too.
Yeah, I watched it later and was scared.
Yeah. But Zephic says, "Oh, you've already taken a lot of damage. Shouldn't you maybe defend yourself?" And then like goes back and just picks out like this really, really long like sliver of silvered metal just out of the foot, just casually, and it doesn't do anything. Very relaxed. And Core, oof, you did damage, dude.
Yep.
Core spins round on her disc. And I need a moment to decide which one I'm going to do here, because I think...
That's fine, just draw out this tense moment for a moment longer, that's fine.
And a small dot of fire appears above your head and starts to expand. And you see it for a moment, and then this happens, where Core is going to roll her willpower. Uh-oh. Is going to use a fate point.
Everyone who gets within my aura gets sucked into these terrible rolls. Is what's happening.
And will roll advantage. Yeah. Okay, so I will. You can roll your dodge.
Okay.
The blast is. Have a look here. Oh god, it's blast 5, so you need to get 5 degrees of success to get out of the blast radius.
Okay.
Oh, is that just for him?
Now, let me
yes.
take a look here. I'm wondering if this might be a good time for my one divination thing. Would this be an evasion test?
Yes.
Okay. So be a difficult perception test. So let's see what my perception looks like here. My perception and my agility are the same. I'd get a difficult. And there's no negative modifier to this. It's just a straight up dodge.
Just straight up dodge.
Okay, so I think that would actually be better. Yeah, I'll attempt the dodge. So,
Okay.
So, dodge.
You can add a fate point instantly to add 10 to your roll.
Okay, so I already have a plus 10. That would bring it up to a plus 20.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Why not? I'll survive for one more round. So I'll put that plus 10 on there, and then I'll erase that last fate point. And boop. Nope.
You do have an advantage. I would advise you to use it.
Alrighty. Let's try that one more time.
Okay.
And would I be still having the plus 20 instead of plus 10?
Yes, you would.
Okay. Succeeds by 1 degree.
No.
No.
Crit success.
You got a 1.
You rolled a
Oh.
1.
What?
Holy crap.
The best number you could ever roll.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in that
Let-
something.
You see this little flicker of flame, and some instinct in you goes, fucking leg it, and you just spin round, arms pumping, fast you've ever seen fans move, just like a blur. And I will roll damage to show you the damage that is going to hit this area.
I know what a fireball looks like when I see it.
Thank you.
Regardless of what system it comes from.
Cool.
So the area gets just drenched in explosive flame, and you don't even feel the lick of heat. You're already like running off. But you could tell pretty much that would have killed you if it had hit you.
Just looking up, it's like, can you show me how to do that? That was something.
Yes, I can, and more.
Don't fall for it.
But it's not my turn, so.
Uh-oh.
What an unstable person to a demon fight. God damn it. God.
Selena,
We're all unstable. What are you talking about?
as I said, instantly, when you heard, because you guys don't all necessarily know the lore and everything like that, when you heard aspirant,
Thought he said aspirin.
I did it first, and then I was like, oh no, wait, Jin's one of
Sorry.
those.
Chronic migraine?
that's my accent. Yeah, so aspirant basically means a potential for either demonhood or something else, which is known as a chaos prince, which is like being a demon, like Zephic, except for a rung higher. So yeah. Anyway,
Great.
you're up.
Selena shoots a thing. I'm gonna attempt to shoot the one that everyone else is trying to shoot.
Cool.
The weaker of.
Yeah, right. You see
I
that damage?
totally believe that.
Selena, what's your range on your pistol?
30.
You could take a half move and shoot at standard range, or you could shoot where you are with a half aim, and ultimately it ends up the same roll. But
Okay. I'll do a half aim.
half aim, okay. So it's half aim, long range.
And is it just standard? No modifier because I get a -10, but I get a +10, so I get bugger all.
Yep.
Irritating. But at least I'm not a minus, so that's fine.
I mean, there are options where you just fall down dead higher up on the shock table. So
That's. I'm glad that didn't happen. That would have been disappointing.
Yeah.
Single. It's it's just single. Normal. I'd like to redo that, please.
reroll.
Yeah, I've got an advantage, haven't I now? So I
You
can-
have 2 advantages, I believe.
Oh, sweet. I will attempt an advantage again. Come on, new gun. Don't be shit.
I have a mood.
This is the one flaw with 40k systems, is there's a lot of things to do for the nice for the roll. Okay, and Kaor is gonna dodge.
I would like to. Oh, we'll see if she dodges first, I suppose.
Okay.
But I realised something that I had that I didn't know I had, which is my assassin sure kill. It means I can damage equal to the degrees of success.
She did dodge. So the shot kind of just is going straight chest ways, and Core just shifts with the disc a little bit and goes kind of as Fans is running, it just like goes in between his arms as like it just goes like woof, and it goes like
disappointing. Oh well.
And we're back to the top of the round. Fenra.
All right, so how does charge work?
Charge, you get a +10 to your attack. A +20, sorry.
Excellent. Then I would like to charge this, the closest one to me.
So you get no aim, charge attack. Yes, no aim, charge attack.
Okay. I don't know how to roll attacks on this thing.
So if you go to your gear,
Yes.
you can see by your weapon it says hit.
Mm-hmm.
And just press hit and then drop down no aim, drop down charge +20, and then submit.
All I'm getting is the no aim.
Ready?
For
Oh, you have to OK to go through each window.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
It's like an old Excel spreadsheet where it's like pop up.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Pop up. Okay. Pop up.
And I didn't hear if you said, do I have any modifiers to it, or is it just this?
Just the charge.
All right. Whoa!
Hits. And so, oh no, Core hasn't dodged this round. But honestly, after getting shot by a rifle and almost hit by a plasma, I think Core's gonna wait and just see who else.
Who else comes up?
Roll me that damage, please.
All right.
Oof, that is quite painful, actually. Okay.
Done.
Someone's got a decent amount of strength.
She's a barbarian warrior princess. Of course, she's got a lot of strength.
She beat up an entire mess hall. Come on. You not heard of? Not heard of the mighty Fenra, scourge of all mess halls on ship in the most recent vicinity? You plunge your power sword into Koor's kind of lower abdomen and like maybe like jingle it around and like yell like ah, and then pull it out, and kind of some kind of purpley blue smoke like seeps out.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, that is gonna be that, and it's also going to be this. Okay, we're fine for now.
Oh goody.
Next up, Jim. Some damage has been done. Koor actually looks quite kerfuffled.
Yes, let's increase the kerfuffle. I want to take full aim this time. I'm standing. I'm doing the policeman stance. You know, feet wide, slightly crouched.
Full aim is an entire turn, just FYI.
Yes, I will take that extra +10.
Okay.
Full aim. Standard range, right?
Full aim is an entire turn.
So you take it and then you don't get to do anything till next turn.
You aim for the entire turn, and then you can fire next turn.
Oh hell no! Hell no! That's a different thing altogether. I thought you meant it just meant I couldn't do anything else apart from fire this turn.
That's when I am out of the claw and foot and teeth range.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Well, in that case, I will move a little closer then. In fact, to point blank range.
Move a little bit closer, you're my kind of girl.
Well, I'm trying to make my willpower save, try and, not be scared anymore.
On your go, yes.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh, you wanted to do it for last time? To move closer?
Yeah.
But you took a half aim.
So I don't get to make a wisdom save, a willpower save to try and not be scared?
It's an every turn thing.
Yeah, but I didn't take it last turn, that's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, like, every turn you will have to take it. Because technically speaking, you're just, the rules are like, you're just not allowed. So I was like, let's make it a little bit nicer.
But I didn't take it, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
My
but
last turn.
if you passed it last turn, you still have to take it this turn to see if you can approach. So it's an every turn you have to test to if you want to move.
But I didn't test. Oh, okay, so if I want to move next turn.
So if you want to move like this turn, if you want to move closer, you have to test wisdom.
Okay, I understand.
I wanted to give you an opportunity to get closer to melee if you like.
I understand.
Okay.
Sorry, Jim.
So then I would like to move closer to the thing then, so that I'm in point blank range.
Point blank range, all right, but not in melee or in melee.
It can melee me if you like. I'm shooting it.
Okay, so like, literally you walk up almost to the face, you're just like, ha!
I can't miss you now, is the theory. So half aim, point blank range.
Half aim, point blank range.
Standard rate of attack.
Yes.
Nice.
Dang.
Or
Nice.
will dodge. Pachow. Dodge.
What does this mean?
It means that you shoot and it hits, except for it doesn't because Kaor dodges.
Ah,
Yeah,
pesky
that's what happened.
chaos demons.
But they can only do that once per round, correct?
They can only do that once per round, so anyone else who hits Kaor doesn't get the dodge.
Wahahaha.
That's irritating for me at the end of the round.
No, that's
Um,
good. It means
yeah.
that the dodge isn't there. It's
There's no dodge.
But I mean, I got, because I'm at the end of the round, I hit her, she dodged, but it was the end of the round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So. Naff for everyone. It's just disappointment all around.
Wow.
So Zephic is up.
Oh,
As in,
Here.
Zephic stands up and goes, honestly, Core, you do disappoint me. And just like, shakes her wings. The wings go like, foof, foof, kind of, just stretching, stretches the wings. That's going to be Zephic's entire turn. And Core is up. Interesting. What does Core do here? Oh, yeah, okay. Kaor's gonna use Flame Breath,
Oh gods.
which is a cone effect. It means that Jim and Fenra will need to dodge with a 1 degree of success, and Selena will need to dodge with a 3 degree of success.
I would like to use my backpack and take that 50-50 chance to cancel the attack.
Absolutely. Let me before you do any of this, let me just make sure that the roll hits. So it does.
Okay.
All right. Do I have any modifiers to dodge?
I roll a 10! Ha! It cancels!
Take the hits. You just stand there like, dodging the fucking dodge. So no adjustments to your dodge.
Okay. Oh, I'd like to use one of my advantages on that, please.
It is 100% acceptable. This is
Wonderful.
Does it not cancel the whole attack for everyone? Because that's what I've... It says it's cancel an attack, not
It-
cancel a...
well, it couldn't. It's like flame breath. So
Okay.
one of the heads like moves down.
Area
So
effect.
the flame it
So I
cancels.
just have like a cool shield that like pops up out of my backpack and saves me.
That would be cool.
It cancels the attack for you, basically.
There we go.
Okay, that's
There
cool.
you go. Wow.
I dodgy. I failed by 5 and then I succeed by 5.
Yay!
God giveth.
Jim.
I guess I should dodge.
Would be a good thing.
Hey, okay, I'm pretty good at dodging. Okay, I got this. I got 2 advantages. Okay. I'm gonna use one of them advantages. Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's better.
There we
There
go.
you go. And you both dodge out of the way of this flame breath, which incidentally goes around Selena about 35 meters away and carries on for another 75 meters.
Oh my.
Just like,
Interesting.
have you seen One Punch Man when he like hits and it just behind is the entire? Yeah, it's been like that. Yeah. These.
I don't like these things.
Selena,
Turn.
you're up.
I attempt to shoot it again, knowing that it can't dodge.
Yes.
Point of order. I think that we skipped my turn by accident.
I think you're right.
Apologies, we did. You go before Kaor, so feel free to take your turn.
Yeah. Okay. No, not a problem. Lot of stuff to keep track of here.
Oh, correct it for next time.
All right. Don't worry. Next round I'll be dead, and all
Uh,
of you.
I think I think you're out of fate points, but you have advantages.
I think I have 1 advantage remaining.
Oh, I meant Selena.
No, I've got all my fate points. I've not used a fate point yet.
Okay then.
I was going to, but she dodged, so I couldn't use my fate.
That's
So I'm going to use my advantage to try again.
Okay.
Come on, gun. My old gun never failed me. Just,
fans, if you're taking a shot, feel free to. It'll be.
I was going to ask if I don't move, because other than dodging, moving doesn't really do me a whole lot of good.
Yep.
Can I do more? Like not like a full action worth of more, but I'm thinking I have something called precognition.
Okay.
And I was wondering if okay, no, that's a full action, so don't mind that.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. Roll me damage then.
Which is a half action. If I don't move, would I be able to half aim, attempt foreboding, and take a shot?
Foreboding is a half action, I believe, and
That is correct.
So it's taking a shot. So you could do foreboding and take a shot.
Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't be able to half aim even if I don't move?
Even if you don't move.
Okay. It seems like the damage is the thing right now, so I am gonna just half aim, take a shot with my various bonuses, and then the fates will have it, and hopefully this will be enough damage to nudge things in favor of everyone else. So,
Interestingly, Kaor was thinking about doing foreboding as well last turn.
I did 7 damage,
You did with pen
And-
6.
and I would like to use my fate point to add the extra 6 degrees, an extra 6 damage onto that, please.
Okay. So that's 2
And
fate
it was a
points.
critical success.
okay.
So, I don't know what that means.
All right. So
Critical success.
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Okay, yeah.
all
Okay.
right.
That
So
was the thing.
Ooh.
sorry. Please resolve if there's any other calculations you need to make. But I did roll a success with 6 degrees of success to hit. So that is the 3d10 plus 3 again, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You still get the bonus for accurate, even if you don't half aim.
Oh, I did half aim. I didn't do foreboding. I decided to
Right,
just do the half aim and do the shot because you got to get those numbers up. These are rookie numbers. Okay, another 18 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Wow. Core is full of holes.
Excellent.
Full of holes. Fenra,
Let's put another hole in this one.
you're up.
Let's do it.
Selena, instantly, that was 2 fate points you used.
1 fate point, my advantage to reroll.
Advantage to reroll and then fate.
And I
Yeah,
use my fate point to add my 6 damage onto the 7 damage.
gotcha.
Am I allowed to do half aim? Is that a thing that I am able to do?
You can. So you can either just do an attack with your melee weapon, which would be a half action, which means you can also fire your pistol.
Or I could take a half aim and add a +10 to the melee attack.
Or you could do an all-out attack, which is a +30 to your attack.
Whoa.
But it's full action, and you can't parry or dodge. So
Probably not a good idea, no. All-out attack is nice, but that fire breath.
yeah.
So then if I can half aim, I would like to do that and attack with a sword. I'm still learning all the numbers.
Yeah. So if you attack with your sword,
Mm-hmm.
and also attack with your flame pistol.
Oh, I see. So the half aim is for ranged weapons.
Yes. Not everything is correctly translated.
Got it. All right, give me a sec. No aim. Can I use a charge attack on this, or because I'm right up close?
You
Sorry.
already charges to get into melee combat once you're in melee combat. What
Okay.
I will tell you actually is you don't actually have to aim with your flame pistol. It just hits
Okay.
because it's a flame weapon.
Okay. Well, I'm.
Oh, it's
So-
like baby's first flamethrower. Like it's not like incendiary
It's-
rounds. It's just
It's
Those are nice.
it's a little pistol that fires flame. It's like a mini fire thrower. You know the words. Yeah.
yeah.
Words.
I'm
Words
a
are things. I am so
Words are
confused on
hard.
what I'm adding to this.
So for your weapon,
Yes.
it would be just no aim, standard attack.
Okay. And this is for the pistol or the sword?
This is
That's
for the
a lot.
sword.
Okay. Numbers, things that I do. All right, no aim, standard. Oh, I'd like to use a fate point, please.
Moki doki.
Ah, that's a bit not good.
Luckily, power swords can't jam.
Or can they?
I mean,
And you can take your second with your flamethrower, flame pistol, which is just roll me damage.
okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Do-do-do. So many things to keep track of in here. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yet. Do I put in like range stuff on this, or is it
Just damage, yeah.
okay? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Damn it.
Ah. Okay.
Something at least.
That's a crit, which means roll me a d5. And I have to roll something. Oakley dokley.
Oakley
I
dokie,
think-
Oh,
oakley
sorry,
dokie.
that's me being
Good.
dumb.
If I'm catching on,
What?
you rolled a 1 out of the 1d5. If
Yes.
I'm correct, it's good. That's good in this system.
This would be bad in this instance.
Fuck me.
Just when you think you got it.
I know.
Oh!
Yeah, I didn't do the adjustment. So and Kaor's used her fate point. So burning up in a very quick burning orange flame that quickly turns to blue. You hear a screech from all 3 heads as Kaor just dusts up and disappears.
All right, one down.
I thought you said this was hard.
That was the easy one.
Jim. Oh wait, sorry. Yes, no, Jim. I'm getting paranoid that I'm in the wrong order now.
No, I know the feel.
How close is Zephic?
Zephic is about 10 meters behind Kaor.
I would like to move into point blank range of them as well.
I keep forgetting to say that I want to move.
Would you? You did a. Yeah, sorry. Do you want me to remind you on your turn if I remember?
I want to stay close to Jim.
Everyone remember that Selena has to roll willpower to move. Okay. Just. Would you like to charge into melee, or are you moving to point blank?
To point blank. I know I've still got one in my clip.
Okay.
So I'm going to move forward and try and hit. Half aim, point blank range, standard rate of fire.
Okay. Zephic will, roll damage.
He's gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna take it.
Get to do damage jam, or get to do damage Jim, which is what I originally tried to say. 20 damage, pen 12.
Jesus.
Whoa!
You see why I've been trying to hit with this thing?
No joke.
Oh yeah, it's a lovely, lovely weapon.
You're gonna burn, Zevik.
We'll see. And fans, you're up.
Alrighty then. Think we might be doing second verse, same as the first, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Let's see here. Yep. We're going half aim, add all dim bonuses up, and keep trying to rack up those numbers. So, ballistic skill plus 35, and hopefully, what? That doesn't seem right.
30. Oh, you put 2 pluses in.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's like, did I break it? Okay.
It gets very easily broken.
Okay, so another 5 degrees of success.
Yes.
Okay, and so okay, worst roll, but that plus the felling effect. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's what I got for this turn.
Zephic will try and dodge.
Okay.
Zephic dodges.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Just a little bit of a dodge, okay.
Son of a.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Core was the not scary one.
Yeah.
And we will see why. Well, actually, now it's Zephic's turn.
So the bigger one is faster. That's cool.
Love
By
it.
quite a lot, yeah.
Love with a capital H.
Yeah, we just killed Silver Surfer over here, and now we got Galactic.
That's it.
So, very quick thing. Okay. Zephic flaps her wings one time, and in an instant is crouching down in front of Fans
Uh-oh.
and raises her wing in front of him. Do you wish to submit?
They have terrible music. Don't do it.
Let's see. The only way for me to decide this objectively is with a dice roll.
Ooh.
What if
I'm
I told you
literally-
they're a rat demon?
Anyone got any other arguments to make before I make this roll?
You could, like, if you want to adjust the pluses and minuses, I'm fine with that, depending on how well they argue.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm asking, basically.
Guys?
Heresy is bad. Always. They will kill you when they no longer need you. Don't do it. Remember your training.
Or you could ascend to where I am.
Shut up, Birdface.
Shut up, whip girl.
Yes, that worked
I'm
out
fine
very
with
well
that.
for you.
Well,
You have
already I got a
pink
plus
whip.
because their insults are not great.
That worked so well for your friend there, who's burnt all over the ground.
And anything from Jim?
They're a rat dressed as a demon.
What would Jim do?
Don't
Don't
ask
think
what
that.
Jim would do.
Don't think what Jim would do.
Learn from Jim's mistakes.
Learn from Jim's mistakes. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna make this a willpower roll because my willpower is 50. It's quite literally a 50-50.
Okay.
So, all right. Let's go.
Aww.
As if. Okay. All
You
right.
have an advantage. You have willpowers if you would like to try, and I mean, it's a crit fail to the nth degree.
Yeah.
That actually hurts to look at.
The player in me who wants to be strategic wants to do that, but the narrative reasoning is just too good, and I cannot do it. So Finn is going to look over at Selena and be like, the Imperium was always going to kill any of us when we aren't useful anymore. And going to begin to turn, and who is the furthest away from me?
Zephic takes your hand quickly, like with lightning speed, and opens up her beak, and her tongue comes out and licks up your forearm. And
Oh.
as it goes, a symbol of Tzeentch burns itself into your forearm. Jim, you feel that burn on your forearm. And Zephic says, very well. I'll take your friend. You take the silly one with the whip in the back. And spins round and busts out her wing and arm at Fenra. Oh, God. This is so just disturbing.
Sorry, guys.
Fenra, I need a toughness test. -10, please.
Toughness. Okay.
Well, at least this guy's
So, eight. Would you like to do any re-roll, or
I do still have another advantage, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use that.
the advantage would probably be better if you roll worse, it's worse.
Ah,
Okay, so it's still just a 60.
better
That's-
than that.
Yeah, if it was a 90, it would have been really, really bad.
Yeah, a little
Welcome,
bit.
we are Nerdsmith. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you for raiding us, and welcome. We're fighting a Lord of Change, one that took out a squadron of Grey Knights like it was nothing, and just converted one of our party members to their side. So this is fine.
Like it was nothing. Okay, so Oh god. Fenra,
Uh-huh.
you take 15 wounds, not adjusted by armor, as your body is lacerated and your blood pours out of every hole and just. I believe that kills you.
Yes, because mine is 14.
14. Oh god. Okay. Would you like a kind of maybe a final appeal to fans, or just a way to Jim, or?
Just sort of look over at fans. I'm like, I always knew I would die in the service of good. I didn't think it would be at the hands of a friend.
I haven't learned to do that yet, but I will.
It just salutes as she goes backwards. And everywhere across the galaxy, people in mess halls breathe a sigh of relief. Well, their terror is finally over.
Whew.
And as a free action, anyone within 5 meters could be targeted by this ability if it kills someone. So, Jim, roll me a toughness, please.
Hang on, I have a thing. It's literally a talent called toughness. Hang on. I really hope it's valid right now because... Okay. Never quit. An outcast character determining fatigue. Never mind. Wait, strong-minded. Is this a willpower test to resist a psychic power?
No, it's toughness.
Okay.
That one.
This is fine.
I recognize this music.
Sorry, buddy. Take your disadvantage.
Oh, no, Sheepy! How can you betray me? How can you betray me like this? No!
The heartbreak!
Jim, you take 15 points wounds, not adjusted.
Oh.
Hang on. You added new armor, right? Does that give me anything amazing?
Armor, like this goes. It's basically she makes you bleed from the inside out. So, this don't work here.
Yeah. Well, I only have 8 wounds before death.
Ooh.
Or
Do you not have any fate, or do you not have an advantage that you can now use to cancel out the disadvantage?
I do have an advantage. Can I do something with that, Sheepy?
I guess you could cancel out the disadvantage. I don't see, like, otherwise it's just got to go to waste, so... Yeah.
Okay. So what do? Do we just call it, like...
Quitsies.
That's... Well, do we call it...
Call it a
Well,
draw.
like, for me, I almost think, like, you know, that's 1 point to you, 1 point to me. Sudden death, last round?
Well...
I can't deal with this, Sheepy. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, you see, Zephic gets 1.5 actions a turn.
Oh.
So Zephic now charges you. So again, there is one flap of the wings, and appearing right in front of you is Zephic, now multicolored, and actual anger for the first time you've ever seen in her eyes, as she... Let me find out exactly what this is. This is as she brings her staff down towards you. So, this is to hit with a charge. 8 degrees of success, critical.
Okay. Have I dodged this round? Was the fire breathing this round or last round?
Last round.
I'm gonna try and dodge.
Okay.
I have nothing left.
Now. all comes down to this.
Hi.
Oh.
And I will do the damage.
Can I gift one of my fate points?
Oh.
Okay.
You are a smear. Oh my.
That is like unnecessary overkill.
Fuck.
Yeah, Zephic's really fucking strong. Zephic's the Lord of Change, greater demon of siege.
So, like, as I'm trying to dodge, I think Jim makes eye contact with Selena and is just like, "You can get out! Go!"
Shit, sorry. The sound effect was unnecessary.
I just picture like one of those gifs of like someone getting hit by a bus where they're just gone. Oh.
And Zephyr
Wow.
stands up, does the shoulders, does the neck. Selena, you may use willpower to move close. Shit, sorry.
Sorry, was that Zephic's turn or has Jim's turn come yet? Because
That was Zephic's turn. Zephic had a long turn, so
Okay.
it is now Selena's go.
I'd like to run away.
Okay. Selena turns and runs. Zephic.
Selena is absolutely crying her eyes out. She is, yeah.
Zephic reaches down, picks up the body of Kor, and just shovels it down her throat. Fans, if you'd like, you can take a shot at Selena. Zephic doesn't really care, but it's down to you.
Up to new boss here, being like, would you like me to? She can't move fast enough. They never duck behind cover.
Rude.
No. She was never really part of our plans. We merely need an aspirant. Are you ready to lead an entire system in rebellion? You're muted, I think. Either that or I didn't hear what you said. Wait, is that me?
No.
No,
We can't hear you, Vince.
No,
Oh,
you can't.
there you go. There you go. Can hear you now.
Yeah.
We got you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry. Just kind of looks to be like, it sounds like fun. I get to choose the music, though.
Deal. Hop on. It's time for you to ascend.
I do so.
And Zephic walks back through the tear in reality. It closes behind them. And
I go back to Jim.
Okay. We will shift very quickly to a scene of fans surrounded by supplicants, worshippers dressed in blue robes, like cutting their palms and adding their blood into this circle that's slowly expanding. Blue flame, like shifting around fans and pushing out and drawing back in and pushing out and drawing back in. And we leave as fans starts to scream, and the demon fans, magnificent, glorious, starts expanding, the skin like turning different colors, the flames start going all different colors, and a demon prince has ascended and will soon be leading the armies of the system in open revolt again.
May I say something as a final bit?
Yes.
fans in screaming. There is agony, but there is also like this laughter, and the tears are streaming down his face. It's just like, I could feel your minds all those years back, but you were so hidden from me. And now I can finally hear your beautiful, beautiful song. Oh, and we will share it. We will with everyone, and we will make a beautiful harmony of agony.
And as you finish laughing, Zephyr moves forwards, the wings shift down and go into a very passive stance, and Zephyr kneels and bows her head and says, "My lord, my prince, we are ready to move when you are prepared."
Do you like Beethoven?
I don't know.
Let's find out. I will, as a bit of narrative editorial with my reality warping powers now, I would like Beethoven's Fifth to start playing as the armies of the damned begin to rise up together.
As the armies of the damned rise up, a crescendoing sound of Beethoven's Fifth starts to peel across the kind of open wasteland of this demon world, as an actual Beethoven is lifted on a pillar or with a piano. Just whoosh.
I can't get Beethoven's Fifth, but I can get Hall of the Mountain King.
Hey.
I am entirely okay with that.
And we fade out on that scene, giving us a glimpse
Fuck.
of what was in store for Jim. Had he taken a different path?
Can we have
Y'all missed out, sucker!
Can we have a scene on the beach with Selena?
Oh, yeah,
that's
absolutely.
really... I need to see this.
Jim, seeing as you've had some fate points left, would you like to be, kind of grasping onto the last vestiges of life? Or would you just like a Selena scene? It's up to you, really.
If I can be, holding on.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a lot of damage, but ultimately...
I mean, I think it's obvious that Jim isn't making this, but he's holding on for Selena, if anything.
Yeah, there's, got the hemorrhage effect has hit, so... Selena, you make it. After you see them leave, you come back. You find Jim gasping breaths. He's got a minute at most.
Give him some sparkling water.
Yeah, just kind of dribbles. He manages to swallow a bit, but coughs most of it back up.
Jim, you were meant to stay close to me.
I had to kill the demon, Selena.
We were meant to do it together.
Oh, shit.
And now I'm here on my own.
Yeah, but you're free. You know what's coming.
There's no one left. I can't do this on my own.
You have to.
I'm scared.
I was always scared.
I'm never gonna find a partner as good as you. You are the best.
Jim Best.
Desperado.
They'll be coming, attacking in force. You need to assemble people. Get them ready.
I will. For you. I will be strong and I will at least try. Hopefully the sisters made it somewhere and I can find them.
Remember, any of us could be an agent of chaos.
I'm pretty good at spotting them now, though.
Oh,
Have some more water.
there's no more time for sparkling water.
It's the saddest thing I've ever heard. I'll miss you.
Remember me when you get cold custard on your apple crumble. Oh.
I will, you heretic.
Damn right I'm a heretic, but I took a bunch of heretics down with me too.
Yes, you did. I'm gonna take your guns if that's okay.
Yeah.
That last one, that new one you got, is pretty cool.
Yeah. This is it, Selena.
I know. I'll stay here with you.
I think Jim's, eyes go wide.
Jim just kind of head leans back slightly, eyes dilate, final breath.
Goodbye, Jim.
And I think probably before Selena leaves, there's a cairn raised up on the hill.
With a poncho flying on a stick.
With a poncho flapping in the wind. And I think probably the inscription, "No choices are permanent."
I like that.
And we shift forward into the future a little bit. Selena, I assume you're wanting to hook up with the sisters, the new Inquisitor, and a invasion force is formed, partly of the Inquisition, the Imperial Guard, even some chapters of the Space Marines to deal with this uprising. And before we fade out on the campaign and scene entirely, we see a snapshot of a now glorious, demonic and infernal fans, Demon Prince, engaged in a fight of demonic forces bearing down towards Selena with Jim's pistol and her whip.
Fuck him up.
Going towards him, with both sides exchanging fire and charging in kind of a slow motion. And we fade, and then there.
Okay.
Thank you guys. That was
You made me cry, man.
GG, everyone.
GG.
Hi.
Wow, I'm getting teary too, and I don't even know these damn characters. Ooh, okay.
Well, for the last time, how about we go around and talk about our favorite moments, who we are, where we can find each other. We'll start with the viewers today. Tell us about what your favorite part of today's game was. But for Selena and Sheepy, it'd be wonderful to hear what your favorite parts of the season was. So let's start with Vince at Dichotomous Prime. Got it.
I will be 100% honest. I haven't had time to go through the backlog, and so today was my very first game in the Warhammer 40k universe, in Dark Heresy and any of that sort of stuff. So, I mean, as there's pretty awesome ups and downs, and all of kind of the moments in today's game were pretty intense either way. I feel simultaneously got a lot of joy out of it, but also feel really bad about betraying people to become a demonic general. But
The
hopefully
role
that's
supported you.
entertaining.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I've posted your Twitter. Is there anything else you'd like to shout out?
Right now, I haven't had any projects that I'm currently doing. But first and foremost, I want to shout out my friend who helped me prepare for this, Whack Panther on Twitter, aka @NicholasMasick. He's written a great system called Saga. You can find it on Itch.io. He deserves so much of your support. So he does great stuff, and you should go out and support him. If you enjoyed my roleplay here, I also hire out my services as a professional GM. If you're one of those many people who desperately want to try and play but can't seem to find someone who wants to GM, I can potentially be that guy. So, contact me via Twitter if you are at all interested in something.
Fantastic. Thank you, Vince. Thank you so much. Next round, we have Tiana at Varna1895.
Oh man. Well, so far I'm 2 for 2 on dying on these streams.
I was thinking that at the time, you know.
Were you?
Like...
I figured you probably were. Probably my favorite moment is just dealing with all the mess hall stuff and the silliness of how all of the roles turned out, and then having fun being slightly feral. I don't get to do that often enough. It's great fun. This was great. This is also my very first experience in Warhammer 40k, and so I enjoy it. I'm going to have to go and read the 300-page manual thing to figure out what I missed and what I could have done better, but it is what it is. And if you like my role playing, I'm over on Quests and Chaos every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time, playing with the Chaos Agents. We did Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We've been doing a bunch of homebrew stuff, and we're getting ready to roll into Ghosts of Saltmarsh eventually, whenever we get through all the homebrew stuff that we're doing and stop doing PvP on our ship, maybe. That'd be great. But thank you guys again for having me. I've had just a wonderful time here.
And thank you for coming back as well. We really enjoy having you around.
Yeah.
Next around, we have Anjali, Geek Girl Bookworm. Anjali, it's been a whole season.
It has. It's been a whole season. Oh. I'm not crying. You're crying. Shut up.
I am crying. What do you want?
When I was asked to come on here, I was really nervous because I didn't really know anything about 40k apart from what the guys at work sort of dumped a whole load of lore at me, and I was worried because I played a lot of fantasy RPGs. I wasn't sure how I was going to fit into a sci-fi, gritty, grimy world. So I'm glad that me and Scrat ruined that completely in the first episode. And we flat out refused to make it gritty in any sort of way.
You got there.
I was pleasantly surprised by that coming in, honestly. I was like, yes, okay. There can be laughter here. That's awesome.
I think, for me, just the relationship between Jim and Selena, growing throughout each episode, and sort of the two of them sort of finding their way, and when it sort of felt like Selena might have to kill Jim for the whole heresy thing, and in the end not, and understanding Jim and why he did it and trying to help him. They were some of my favorite Selena moments where I could do some role play and get into the story and their sort of relationship. That was really, really my favorite parts of the whole series. And I'm so sad that my Wednesdays won't have this in them, but in August at least my Wednesdays will have more things because I'm back. You won't lose me for long. I'll be back on Wednesdays playing something else next time. Hopefully my roles will be a bit better then. But yeah, I'm Anjali. You can find me all over the interwebs as Geek Girl Bookworm, mainly on Twitter. That's where I hang out. I have a Patreon. I'm a miniature painter. I do commissions, and I do. I have an Etsy store and a Patreon where I teach miniature painting, and I create physical rewards for people. So if you can't be bothered to learn how to paint miniatures, but you want someone to make miniatures for you, you can become a patron, or you can commission me to do good work for you. I have a portfolio of work normally up on Twitter and my Instagram as well, if you want to see what I get up to and how I paint. And my Etsy is again Geek Girl Bookworm. I make D&D accessories, spell books, and such and the like for your RPG needs. You'll find me streaming here mainly when I'm allowed. Hopefully, maybe at the end of the year, I'll do some DMing as well. That would be nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Free League and like the Aliens RPG. I'd like to do that one. That would be quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. Thank you everyone for watching and playing and supporting Selena.
Word.
Some advantages at the end there.
Yeah. So thank you for the pity. At the end. I've had a really lovely time. And Sheepy, thank you very much for allowing us to ruin 40k and make it a fun, happy place where sometimes Heresy ruins are getting drunk and starting bar fights. Yeah, but thank you. It's been really wonderful. Yeah, I've enjoyed every single episode.
Thank you so much, Angeli. Last but most certainly not least, our wonderful DM or game master, Sheepy.
Hello, I'm Sheepdog. I ruin everyone's happiness. horrific, demonic conversions and death. I GM 40k. It's kind of what I've become known for. I do many shows. You can find out generally like my Twitter or my Discord, something along those lines. You can find out when I'm doing what. Favorite moments. I think the Jim Handcuff saga was a great moment. I think the Selena Mr. Muscles relationship was wonderful.
And super awkward.
I think the best moment of it, and something that kind of informs how this type of, just roleplay games in general can go. The initial ending I mapped out in my head was aboard the Rogue Trader's ship with a showdown with the Rogue Trader, he was one of the people behind the cult and the uprising because he wanted the system for himself. Tzeentch was a back player who had a plan that would come to fruition in about 200 years. Jim basically brought that to the forefront, and Tzeentch saw an opportunity to basically raise up a demon prince and take over the system 200 years early. So that's why it's called All According to Plan, because that wasn't Tzeentch's plan. Tzeentch was like, oh, yes, all according to plan.
Well, I mean, if you're the god of change and chaos, it's quite literally just the Joker being like, do I really look like a guy with a plan to you?
So those were my favorite moments, just purely because, goddamn, I was not expecting things to go this way. As soon as Jim pledged his soul to Tzeentch, there was no way out, and it was going to lead to a confrontation with the demons at some point. And as you saw, Core was quite powerful and was a tough kill for the party. They survived a couple of times by the skin of their teeth. Zephyr is just a
beast,
a juggernaut of death.
Yeah, the foreboding when we said this would kill at least one demon.
Yeah. I mean, you managed to kill Core, so honestly, I wasn't sure whether you managed that. Not like to minus from you guys, but that's how difficult they were of an encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at their stats.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I ran away.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, everyone, that just leaves me. Thank you for hanging around with us. I know we've run a little bit late today. My favorite part, it's got to be a mixture of the Selena moments, where like we just developed this friendship, you know, like we can throw back all the way back to the first brothel visit where Jim had a very, very quick answer to that problem, which may have started the downward spiral. Also, we should probably give a shout out to Todd as well, because some of them Valentine roleplay moments were just,
yeah.
you know.
He set you back on the path of not
Did.
Yeah, yeah, we would have gone downhill a lot quicker if it wasn't for Todd, because Todd
somewhere.
genuinely made Sheepy stutter. You know, made Sheepy have to rethink the plan, which was powerful. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I'm going to put my closing links in the chat, so you can find there all of the ways you can find us, support us, interact with us in our community. Grab yourself some merch. You can also find information about our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing, both of whom do wonderful things, and we're grateful to them for all the support that they give us. Yeah, that's all she wrote. We are going to go on a raid. I saw some raid cries earlier. Post one of them in chat now, and we'll go with it.
It was about the kerfuffle.
Yeah, let's increase the kerfuffle, something like that.
Yeah.
Increase
Yeah,
the
something like that.
That's a great raid cry. We'll use that. Yeah, and we'll be back in just over an hour with the Just Because You Can finale. That might start a little bit late because I know one of our players is traveling, so that it might start a little bit late, but it's going to be the final episode, and then tonight the final episode of Eden. It's finales all week this week before we take a break for Gen Con, so I'm an emotional wreck. I'll go and start the raid cooldown, but until next time, keep on evoking emotions, and we will see you later on. Bye.
Bye.